Tonight's game is produced by the IH Sports Network. No part of the audio or video from tonight's game may be redistributed or retransmitted without the express written consent of the IH Sports Network and Liberty Press Incorporated. The IH Sports Network's first commitment is to the student athletes of our community, their families, and their coaches. Find us online at ihsports.net.
The Rogers Group pregame show will begin in 4 minutes. We're 3 minutes away from broadcast. The Rogers Group pregame show begins in 2 minutes. Stand by for broadcast in 60 seconds. Stand by for broadcast in 30 seconds. We're going live in 15 seconds.
The following is a presentation of the IH Sports Network.
High school football is on the air. The Oneida Indians, the Scott Highlanders, with Tim Smith, Rick Keaton, and their entire broadcast teams. This is Tennessee's most complete high school football coverage.
Sponsored by the Rogers Group, South Fork Physical Therapy, One Bank of Tennessee, First National Bank, Ray's Axe, Danny's Drugs, Scenic Foods, El Rey, Mountain People's Health Councils, Lumber King, and United Cumberland Bank.
Produced by the IH Sports Network, Friday Night Football begins now.
Tonight is the final non-region matchup on the 2025 slate. The Sweetwater Wildcats, like the Oneida Indians, have been up and down during the current season. 3 of Sweetwater's wins came against teams with a combined record of 1-22. However, the Wildcats beat a strong Kingston team after back-to-back losses against Tellico Plains and Polk County. Which Wildcat team will Oneida face tonight? Meanwhile, the Indians want to build momentum for the final push for playoff seeding. Potentially, a home playoff game and a region championship chance lie ahead. Will the Indians take another step forward and build momentum for the postseason, or will Sweetwater pick up a third win in a row? Find out tonight on the IH Sports Network. Good evening and welcome to Sweetwater, Tennessee. Tonight's matchup is the Oneida Indians at 4-3 and the Sweetwater Wildcats at 4-3. This is Kevin Akers welcoming you along tonight. We have, for the first time in a while, we've got the full crew here tonight. We've got Bo Kidd, Mark Matthews, John L. Strunk, Lucas Laxton up on the camera, and of course the voice of the Indians, Tim Smith. We'll all be along here in a few minutes on the Rogers Group pregame report. We'll be back to Sweetwater right after this.
Since 1908, Rogers Group Incorporated has been building more than roads and bridges. We've been building communities. Rogers Group is trusted to deliver the stone, asphalt, concrete, and construction services that keep America moving forward. With over 85 quarries, 55 asphalt plants, 5 concrete plants, and nearly 3,000 dedicated team members across 12 states, we're proud to turn raw stone into the foundation of homes, schools, hospitals, and highways.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
If you're a DIYer, Lumber King is your supplier. Equipment and tools? We got it. Paint and cleaning supplies? We got it. Rugged apparel and lawn care? We got that too. Visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee to make all your DIY dreams come true.
Vigilance Security and Technology offers cutting-edge security solutions tailored for industrial, commercial, and residential spaces. With our 4K resolution cameras, expert installation, and comprehensive networking services, you'll experience unparalleled clarity and peace of mind. Secure your future with the team that goes the extra mile. Call Vigilance today. 423-286-3533.
Rogers Group pregame report. Gentlemen, last week we had an off week, so coming in off of that, the game before that was Oliver Springs. So, excuse me as we switch headsets.
There we go.
Apparently we got a little bit of an issue. Last week was an off week, so we've had 2 weeks to get ready for this one. Our final game was against Oliver Springs, gentlemen.
Yeah, so it was a I'll be honest, I'm not sure that we didn't sort of break Oliver Springs. It seems like, I mean, I'll just be honest, guys. I mean, we went down there, got a 21-14 win, and then the next week, they were absolutely thumped by Midway until the final 8 minutes of the game where they were able to bring it a little bit closer. But, you take a look at Oneida, though. I think we went down there, and I think we did exactly what we were trying to do. We were trying our best to limit the young man in the backfield for Oliver Springs. I think we did a great job at that, especially second half. I think he only had 2 yards of offense in the second half.
Yeah, a little surprised by that score when I saw it on the weekend, and just wondered if maybe they had an injury or something like that came up. But then again, Midway may have just took it to them.
Big win all the way around for Oneida. Oliver Springs being the team that they have become in the last few years.
Top 10 team in the state.
Yeah, I mean, playing Coalfield every year in a quarterfinal game to get to the Final Four. So that was just a huge win for the Indians, and hopefully a big stepping stone in the right direction of where we need to go at the end of the season.
It's happened a couple of times where Oneida, coming off large deficit losses, has this Oneida team they've not only responded well, they've gotten victories, and both times on the road. So the response by this team, and you got to credit the coaching staff and the seniors on the team for stepping up after a tough loss and getting getting a win and turning the page on and putting that behind them, turning the page, moving forward, and hoping to see more of the same tonight here at Sweetwater coming off the bye week as well.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. We're going to take a break here on the Rogers Group pregame report. When we return, Bo's going to catch us up to date on other things that's been going on at Oneida right here on the IH Sports Network.
One thing I love about UCB is that they don't automatically default to no. I think a lot of people think that they shouldn't even come in and talk to us if they're not in the best financial situation that they've ever been in. And that's just simply not the case. I had a customer just yesterday who came in needing home repairs, thought, this is probably going to be a no because I don't have the best score right now, but we were able to consider every factor and get some additional documentation, and we were able to get the loan approved.
Congratulations to the South Fork Physical Therapy Class of 2026. Through the years, it has been our privilege to be a part of these young people's lives. To all of these seniors, Highlanders, and Indians, we wish you a lifetime of health and happiness. Thank you for allowing South Fork Physical Therapy to be a part of your journey.
Respect, compassion, integrity, commitment, community. Those are a few of the principles that guide Mountain People's Health Councils in everything we do. We respect our patients and their need for quality health care. We have compassion on those that are sick and hurting and need help. We are committed to do everything we can to help those in need. And we're focused on providing our friends, family, and neighbors with the very best health care available.
Welcome back to Sweetwater and the Rogers Group pregame report. Bo's now going to catch us up to date on, of course, last week was fall break. So not a whole lot going on, but there's a few things going on of interest.
Yeah, we had a middle school football game, of course, there at the start of the week where the Indians hosted Birchfield there for the, as you call it, the Battle of 3rd Street. Of course, the Indians coming away with the victory in that. That win secured them a first-round bye in the TMSAA tournament. That was this week. They were waiting to find out who they are going to take on now in the semifinals next week. And that victory, the opponent now for Oneida will be Rockwood in the semifinals. Rockwood was able to defeat Tazewell earlier this week.
Wow.
So Rockwood will face Oneida next week in the TMSAA semifinal game. That'll be Thursday night next week. We're actually hoping to have that game broadcasted on the Oneida Indians Network next Thursday. So we'll give you updated information on that at the start of next week as well. This week, though, during our back to school week, it was District 2A tournament time for the high school Lady Indian soccer team. They secured a 4-0 victory on Monday in the quarterfinal round against Harriman, but it was another trip to Oliver Springs on Tuesday night, and it was a phenomenal game, but the Lady Indians ended up falling in double overtime by a score of 2-1, ended their season a little earlier than what they were really hoping for, but kudos to the Lady Indians for the fight that they gave. Oliver Springs ended up falling in the championship game last night to the 4th-seeded Cherokees out of Greenback, who everybody had beaten in the season. Got on a tear at the end of the season, defeated the number 1 team, Eagleton, defeated them twice in 2 weeks at Eagleton, and then went to Oliver Springs and shut them out last night 3-0 to win the district championship. So they got on a tear right now. So congratulations to Greenback for winning that. Oliver Springs, they'll go on the road there in the region tournament next week.
All right, thank you both for all of that. When we return, we're going to take a look at some position analysis and then some injuries that we might have to deal with tonight here on the Rogers Group pregame report.
Danny's Drugs has been dedicated to providing patients with quality healthcare services since 1966. From our beginnings as a fountain drugstore to our current location on the 4th Lane in Oneida, one thing has remained the same: exceptional service. Our staff of highly motivated and carefully trained professionals understand your needs and respond to them in a personal and friendly manner. Our staff works together as a team to provide the finest patient care available. That's Danny's Drugs, putting patients first since 1966.
Home-style cooking with friendly service in a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razak's. Razak's offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razak's has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. Razak's. Country cooking and great steaks.
The superior technology of fiber optics carries a communication signal that is more robust and reliable than older technologies. Connecting homes and businesses directly to fiber optic networks enables enormous improvements in what bandwidth devices are capable of delivering. Experience Highland Communications' world-class broadband, delivered over Highland Telephone Cooperative's fiber optic network to make your online experience extraordinary. Highland Telephone and Highland Communications. World-class connections with a local, hometown touch.
A local bank puts its customers first.
A local bank is committed to giving back and being a community partner.
A local bank is with you every step of the way and celebrates your success.
A local bank is a familiar face that treats you like family.
A local bank is big enough to serve you and small enough to know you by name.
For 120 years, First National...
Over 20 years of quality physical therapy. First downs are presented by First National Bank, and that's banking that lasts. Our timeouts will be sponsored by Farm Bureau Home Auto Life Business Insurance. Nick Price is the agency manager. Give him a call at 423-569-5118. Bo, do you know of any injuries we've got this week?
From my understanding, I'm pretty sure we're about as healthy as we've been since week 1. Pretty sure Colton Searcy, once again, back out there this week. Should be good to go We had the return of Cole Meredith last week down at Oliver Springs. So from my understanding, Oneida right now is as healthy as they've been since week 1.
All right, good deal. Gentlemen, nice to have the whole crew here together for the first time in quite a while. Give me your take on coming into the night's positions analysis.
Before we do that, I do want to say I got a chance to observe the broadcast from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Oliver Springs. Congratulations, Johnny did a great job. You all did a great job. It was just like being there and being able to just watch and enjoy and to see what and he doesn't like this, but I don't care, what Greg Bond has been able to put together in the growth of this thing from where we were 4 years ago to now, to watching instant replays, watching just everything that has come about. I just want to say thanks to Greg. I thank him. I try to thank him each week, but I mean, and then also Lucas on the camera, watching how he has grown as a cameraman here, and I mean, I don't even think about the production of the game when I'm watching it. I was just enjoying the game, and enjoying the commentary. And Johnny did a great job, and there's more to come from him. And got to see him just a few minutes ago, so I appreciate you all doing that. These work responsibilities increase from time to time, so it's nice to know everything's in good hands, and I truly enjoyed it. So I just want to throw that in.
Thanks,
Go ahead.
sir. Do you remember the original question now?
Yes.
It wasn't for me. It was for them.
It
was about me. About the
position groups. Which ones are going to be the keys for this evening?
Well, I think it's going to be the offensive line. That's what I believe. I think if we can come out and establish the running game, we've got a great chance of winning this football game. So that's mine.
It's one of those groups, and you played it, Bo's played it. It's one of those groups that when things are clicking, the Glory Boys get all the credit, right?
Yeah.
But when things are poor or when things aren't going so
it's
well,
on
it's
the
line of scrimmage, right?
Yeah, because they don't block.
But it is a line of scrimmage game no matter what the night or when it is. And Oneida, they've done well at that point of attack in the last several weeks now. Take Cofield out of the mix. That was kind of one of those things we want to put in the rear view. But
you had to bring it up.
Yeah, I know. But last week, the deciding score was us blowing up the line of scrimmage and getting back to the quarterback and getting the ball out and on the ground, and Brady Burke scooping up a deciding game winner right there in the fourth quarter. So some good things been happening at the point of attack for Oneida as of late.
And I think you have to take it on the flip side as well. Defensively, I think the front four for Oneida has to be very, very big tonight, because we know for a fact that with Sweetwater, they're going to be the key guys in that backfield are going to be the two running backs, Jeremiah Parrish, Ty Finch. Those are your two guys that you're going to have to stop in this game tonight. They are their two biggest playmakers. They are dynamic. You're going to see Ty Finch get out there in a little bit of everywhere. He's one of those same kind of Jackson Jets style players that we saw there at Oliver Springs. If we can contain him, I think Oneida has a very good shot at coming away with a victory tonight.
All right. When we return here on the IH Sports Network, we're going to take a look at the history, and there is some good history between these two teams. Also, take a look at the weather and how things are shaping up down here in Sweetwater here on the Rogers Group pregame report.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Danny's Drugs has been dedicated to providing patients with quality healthcare services since 1966. From our beginnings as a fountain drugstore to our current location on the 4th Lane in Oneida, one thing has remained the same: exceptional service. Our staff of highly motivated and carefully trained professionals understand your needs and respond to them in a personal and friendly manner. Our staff works together as a team to provide the finest patient care available. That's Danny's Drugs, putting patients first since 1966.
When you need physical therapy, don't just think of sports injuries and post-operative care. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we treat patients in all stages of life and with a wide variety of symptoms, from vertigo and headaches to hip pain and plantar fasciitis. The next time you need physical therapy, think South Fork Physical Therapy. From head to toe, we are here to help you.
If you're a DIYer, Lumber King is your supplier. Equipment and tools, we got it. Paint and cleaning supplies, we got it. Rugged apparel and lawn care, we got that too. Visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee to make all your DIY dreams come true.
Welcome back to Sweetwater in the Rogers Group pregame report. The weather here, once again, I don't know what's going on. Somebody's prayed upright or something other. Every Friday night has just been outstanding. And another great night for football tonight. Temperatures in the upper 60s. No chance of rain tonight or anything. The field looks great. So that, weather-wise, we're doing great tonight, guys.
You can't. We've been blessed.
Yes.
This year, there's no doubt about it. Week 8, and we've only had one night where the field was even really wet.
It had
kind
been
of
too
thing.
hot, not too cold.
No, it's been a phenomenal year.
Jinxed the daylights out of it right then.
Yeah, we may have, but
we didn't. You got a mouse in your pocket?
Look at this guy. I can't help
I believe that was you boys. Me and John L. didn't have a thing to do with that.
We'll have to bring a heater next week.
Yeah.
Speaking of John L., you got some history for us.
Yeah, and when we went to break, you said there's been some good history in this matchup. Well, that may be relatively speaking. Now there was some good games in the early 90s, that's for sure. But as far as wins and losses, Oneida, this will be the 10th meeting all time, and Oneida's 2-7 against the Sweetwater bunch. The two wins came in 94 and 95. Sweetwater had won the state championship in 93. So when we got the win in 94, that was a 30-28 win for Oneida. And we also won the next year in 95, and that was a 29-28 victory. So slim margin victories for Oneida, but they were very memorable wins, if you will. And like I said, Sweetwater coming off the state championship in 93, that was a huge win in 94 for the Oneida.
Late to win that one.
Yeah,
Wesley
we did.
Billingsley.
Yeah, so the series stretches back to 1971, and it was a first-round playoff loss, 34-8. And then in 2024, last year, the Wildcats finished 3-7, and they failed to qualify for the playoffs. Of course, this is game number 952 for Oneida football in its 91st year. Of course, we talked about Oneida coming off a bye week last week after defeating Oliver Springs 21-14. And then the Indians' all-time record is 604 wins, 332 losses, and 12 ties. Like I said, this is a 10th meeting all-time against Sweetwater, and we're 2-7 in those. Oneida, we won back-to-back games, as I said, in 94 and 95 when we shared a region with Sweetwater. So I don't know if a lot of people remember that, but we actually were in a region with Sweetwater. Had to travel a little bit during that time. And then, of course, their last state championship, I do believe, was in 93, right?
That's correct.
So good is relative as far as the history, but it does date back to 1971 when Ben Daniel was actually coaching here at Oneida. It was the first time we played them.
Fun fact about this game tonight, this is the second team that Oneida has faced this year, and out of the 10 that we have on our schedule, there's only 2 of them that we have an overall losing record against all time. One was Oliver Springs, the other one is Sweetwater.
We can correct that, a little bit of it tonight.
That's correct.
Correct it last time. Chance to do it tonight. Good point, guys. All right, we're going to take a break. When we return, we will have our Roarks Pharmacy scouting report and our One Bank Scholar Athlete of the Week here on the Rogers Group pregame report.
Respect, compassion, integrity, commitment, community. Those are a few of the principles that guide Mountain People's Health Councils in everything we do. We respect our patients and their need for quality health care. We have compassion on those that are sick and hurting and need help. We are committed to do everything we can to help those in need. And we're focused on providing our friends, family, and neighbors with the very best health care available.
One thing I love about UCB is that they don't automatically default to no. I think a lot of people think that they shouldn't even come in and talk to us if they're not in the best financial situation that they've ever been in. And that's just simply not the case. I had a customer just yesterday who came in needing home repairs, thought, this is probably going to be a no because I don't have the best score right now, but we were able to consider every factor and get some additional documentation, and we were able to get the loan approved.
The superior technology of fiber optics carries a communication signal that is more robust and reliable than older technologies. Connecting homes and businesses directly to fiber optic networks enables enormous improvements in what bandwidth devices are capable of delivering. Experience Highland Communications' world-class broadband, delivered over Highland Telephone Cooperative's fiber optic network to make your online experience extraordinary. Highland Telephone and Highland Communications. World-class connections with a local, hometown touch.
A local bank puts its customers first.
A local bank is committed to giving back and being a community partner.
A local bank is with you every step of the way and celebrates your success.
A local bank is a familiar face that treats you like family.
A local bank is big enough to serve you and small enough to know you by name.
For 120 years, First National Bank has been Scott County's local bank. First National Bank, your family, your future, your bank.
Welcome back to Sweetwater in the T. Rogers Group pregame report. It's now time for our Roarks Pharmacy Scouting Report. Roarks Pharmacy is shaped by the unique community we serve.
Bo?
Guys, Sweetwater comes into this game with a 4-3 record. You take a look, they are actually winners of 3 of their last 4. One of those, a 21-19 win at Kingston. Then a 30-point loss against Meigs County right here in Barring Stadium, 44-14. And then a couple of road victories, one at Austin East, 47-33, and at Campbell County last week, 34-6. Sweetwater, what I've seen, and me and Mark talked about a little bit about it off the air here, a little bit of that offset veer in the backfield. They've put some eye in as well. They like to really, really highlight the abilities of Ty Finch and Jeremiah Paris back there in the backfield. Defensively, that 4-4 stack, single high safety, I think they're doing that to try to slow down Oneida's rushing attack, because that's been our bread and butter the last couple of weeks there in the backfield with Ben Gilbert and Maddox Hutcherson.
Yeah, and they're pretty good on defense too. Of course, they was playing when I seen it. It was playing Campbell County, and they was trying to do running double X and some stuff.
Yep.
They ran the option. They're getting a straight, I formation and run it right at you offensively. But on defense, they're quick. They're quick to the football. I don't know that we can get them on the edge. I think we're going to have to play power ball with them and run right at them. I don't think we can outrun them. But offensively, we've got some stuff to shore up, I believe, a little bit to make sure that we stop that option attack that they have, something that we haven't seen a whole lot of, and we know it well. We should know it well, but. Yeah, we've got a tall task tonight, but I believe this is going to be a heck of a ball game.
Yeah, I believe, and I'm like you. I think right now, especially if they come out in that 4-4 stack, and they're going to put 4 linebackers out there in that on that second level. If we come out with 3 wide, even 4 wide, I don't know if a linebacker can cover Grady Keaton on that inside in the flex. I don't know if a linebacker is going to be able to. Especially if he's a smaller outside linebacker, I don't know if he's going to be able to cover Drayton Wade out there in the flats and in that 5 to 10 yard range.
Yeah, and that's the matchups you want to try to get, and Ryan will be able to pick those up and maybe get one downfield on them, because we have been able to do that some this year, is throw the long ball.
All righty, this brings us to our One Bank Scholar Athlete of the Week. Your finances are not a game, but if you want to come out on top, you need the right team supporting you. Visit onebanktn.com today to learn how you can have a passionate team of experts supporting you and your financial goals. One Bank, the service that won't be outdone.
Our One Bank Scholar Athlete this week, we're going to go back to the cheerleading team once again, Lexi Gilreath. Lexi, another senior on that cheer squad this year, a double check, make sure I'm going to tell you correctly, a 3.95 GPA this year, or overall in her career as Lexi. Has been a member of Beta Club and Best Buddies as well. Also, I believe a National Honor Society member. Has been a big catalyst there at Oneida in trying to revamp this school spirit at Oneida. And Lexi, just a great young lady. Your One Bank Scholar Athlete.
You couldn't have added my GPA together twice and come up with 3.95.
I wonder how you get a 3.95. Forget to do her homework one day?
Great question. Great question. I had a 3.85 in high school, so trust me, I'm trying to figure it out.
Just had to throw that out there, didn't you?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I had a -0.2. All right. Congratulations to Lexi for that. We're going to take a break here on our Rogers Group pregame report. When we return, we're going to take a look at the Helenwood Foods out-of-town scoreboard right after you take a look at this.
Home-style cooking with friendly service in a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razax. Razax offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razax has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. Razax. Country cooking and great steaks.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Since 1908, Rogers Group Incorporated has been building more than roads and bridges. We've been building communities. Rogers Group is trusted to deliver the stone, asphalt, concrete, and construction services that keep America moving forward. With over 85 quarries, 55 asphalt plants, 5 concrete plants, and nearly 3,000 dedicated team members across 12 states, we're proud to turn raw stone into the foundation of homes, schools, hospitals, and highways.
And welcome back to the Rogers Group pregame report. It's now time for our Helenwood Foods out-of-town scoreboard. This week at Helenwood Foods, we got 12-pack canned Pepsi products, 2 for $12, and chicken tenders, $3.99 a pound at Helenwood Foods. And I'll also remind you, as we get ready to go into this, the round table is coming up on Monday. And as part of that, you'll be able to see our First National Bank player of the game, Town of Oneida fan of the game. We'll be doing that for you tonight as well. Our scholar athlete will be at the round table. And our lineman of the game presented by Trophy Masters. All that coming your way on Monday on the round table at 6 o'clock. Bo.
Yeah, a lot of good games going on in East Tennessee this week. We'll start it off over in the first region where West Green's going to go to Happy Valley tonight. Union County is going to make a visit over to Clinton and Anderson County this evening. Austin East is going to travel to Carter. It just blows my mind to say that it's two winless teams with Bearden going to Cleveland tonight.
Weird, isn't it?
That's just so weird to me to see both of those teams winless at this point in juncture of the season. Science Hill is going to travel to Maryville. Alcoa is at Heritage tonight. Tellico Plains is in non-region action tonight over at McMinn Central. But the big game that we all have circled here tonight is Eagleton at Polk County tonight. That's a big region matchup. First region game of the year for Polk County. They've not played one yet. All three of their region games were week 8, week 9, week 10. Eagleton this week for them. They'll travel to Oneida next week and then finish off at against Tellico Plains in week 10. So very interesting game to circle there later on this evening. Meigs County is going to travel to Scott High tonight for Scott High's homecoming game. Coalfield is at Wartburg. Bledsoe County is at Grundy County tonight. Trousdale County travels over to Monterey. South Pittsburgh is at Sail Creek, and then Oakdale is at Greenback.
That is Channel 10's
game of the yes, it is. They had their big tailgate thing there tonight, so pretty good games once again around the area this evening. But the one that is circled on ours, there's no doubt about it, is to see what happens there with that Eagleton-Polk County game. Because, of course, Polk County without a game yet. Eagleton 1-0 in region play, same as Oneida. Tellico Plains 0-2 right now in the region. So if they start off with that 0 down there, could be very interesting heading into senior night next week for Oneida.
All right, thank you for that, Bo. And that was our Helmwood Foods out-of-town scoreboard. Once again this week at Helmwood Foods, 12-pack Pepsi can products, 2 for $12, and chicken tenders, $3.99 a pound at Helmwood Foods. We're going to take a break and be back to the Rogers Group pregame report right after this.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Since 1908, Rogers Group Incorporated has been building more than roads and bridges. We've been building communities. Rogers Group is trusted to deliver the stone, asphalt, concrete, and construction services that keep America moving forward. With over 85 quarries, 55 asphalt plants, 5 concrete plants, and nearly 3,000 dedicated team members across 12 states, we're proud to turn raw stone into the foundation of homes, schools, hospitals, and highways.
Congratulations to the South Fork Physical Therapy Class of 2026. Through the years, it has been our privilege to be a part of these young people's lives. To all of these seniors, Highlanders, and Indians, we wish you a lifetime of health and happiness. Thank you for allowing South Fork Physical Therapy to be a part of your journey.
A local bank puts its customers first.
A local bank is committed to giving back and being a community partner.
A local bank is with you every step of the way and celebrates your success.
A local bank is a familiar face that treats you like family.
A local bank is big enough to serve you and small enough to know you by name.
For 120 years, First National Bank has been Scott County's local bank. First National Bank, your family, your future, your bank.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Back to Sweetwater. You see the S, which obviously stands for Sweetwater, but it's decorated up in the red, white, and blue. They're honoring their military here tonight. Middle school back home got to do that last Tuesday. And always appreciate our military personnel, our veterans, and those in current active service. Thank you very much for what you do. All right, gentlemen. Well, first thing we want to do, I get my script right. Lucas, if you can, give us a shot of the visitors on that far side. Fan of the Game is going to be brought to you by the town of Oneida tonight, and we're going to be scanning the crowd for that. If you are honored and selected as that, we got a bag of goodies that you'll get at the end of the year. That is pretty nice. Trophy Masters puts that together for us, and it's sponsored by the town of Oneida. So we'll be looking for somebody to be standing out in the crowd.
Good crowd tonight. So far, it's come down from Oneida as well. So pretty good travel this evening coming down to Sweetwater.
And Lucas, you can kind of see that shot. Lucas getting the schoolhouse is right there off the side. I've been noticing people standing up there in the windows.
I just noticed that.
That's yeah, there we go. That's a good view from over there across the field, stand up in the windows.
And you know, as Lucas zooms back out, and you see the dome kind of structure over to the right of that building where they play basketball here at Sweetwater. You know, you talk about some glory years for these two schools in the early 90s. John L. talked about it in the history there, but Sweetwater was a AA school at the time. Oneida moved from single A after winning that championship up to AA, and of course moved into this district with Sweetwater that was a two-time state champion at the time and would win it that first year that we were in AA with them. Not just football, though, as you see that dome sitting back there. Basketball was huge at Sweetwater. A young man by the name of Aaron Green at the time, he's the coach at Oak Ridge now, but he was shooting the lights out for Sweetwater. And Harriman was a hybrid as well in this. Harriman had really good basketball and really good football, thanks to a really good player by the name of Jermaine Copeland. And Oneida was split. They were single A in basketball, AA in football, but Coach Bill Hall scheduled Harriman anyway. Played him in some of the most classic matchups of that year, one down in Harriman in overtime. Troy Yaden matching buckets with Jermaine Copeland down there. And then fast forward to March of 1994, and Sweetwater's at the state tournament with Aaron Green, and Jermaine Copeland and Harriman are at the state tournament in AA. Oneida's there in the single A bracket, finishes in the Final Four, losing to Ron Mercer and BGA as he went on to play for Kentucky and then the Chicago Bulls. So, I mean, those early 90s, these two schools, you know, and you have those surges, and that was certainly a surge for both of those schools at the time. And you just, when you look at these facilities, that's what I remember is those battles that happened between kind of those three schools, both on the hardwood and on the fields during those years. And, you know, those three teams being mentioned, also in the football district was Alcoa.
Gosh, I can't even imagine. This is, we've not played this team since 1996 in football. This is my first trip ever to Sweetwater for an actual football game. So it just hearing all this and seeing where we're at, just makes me realize how far this has really come. Like it's amazing.
Well, and before we move on to the present, 31 years ago, Mark and I were just talking about 31 years ago on this field, and Kevin was here for a different agency at the time, and that's fine. But we watched one of Oneida's current assistants, Jason Pike, and Daniel King of Razax, and this 94 team come in and play the defending state champs on this field. You see the 93 down there at the right end of the field where they won the state in 93. Oneida came in here in 94 and had one of the most amazing back-and-forth games, won by Wesley Billingsley field goal there at the end, which Kevin is on record as calling. You can go see, I'm leading to this, of course, a shameless promotion. Greg Bond and the SFN TV, you can go watch that game, and Kevin Akers calling that one from 31 years ago and see Jason Pike and those Indians defeat Sweetwater on this field.
What a legend.
Awesome.
Jason Pike.
I thought you were talking about Kevin.
Kevin is a legend. He certainly is. Great ball game that night. I watched it here not long ago. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a battle.
One of the coolest things I remember about that game, real quick. I remember coming down here to Sweetwater. I had just got the day before my first cell phone. It was a big bag phone. It was in the van, and I just thought that was just cool.
This is the coolest.
I could make a phone call down here.
We were traveling with one as well.
We was.
Supplied by Mr. Hillard Matty and that big bag phone. Pretty amazing. It's time for Picks to Click. Let's get to the present. Tonight, Oneida, Sweetwater. It's a big game to set the tone for the final 3 games. Oneida's got 2 big region games, but don't think this one doesn't mean anything. It means a whole lot in getting ready to go out on your best foot. So, Bo, who's your pick to click tonight? I'll go last. I don't care. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go to the defensive side of the ball, and I'm actually going to go up there on the front line. I'm going to go with Jesse Zachary tonight. I think he's going to have a very good game out there on the end, holding off that, once again, those inside handoffs, everything else. Got to stay home.
Be able to read that option.
Got to stay home. Yeah. I think he's going to be I think it's a big key for us tonight.
Good one.
John, who you got?
Oh, you're going to go to me next. Okay. Would you believe it if I said that he took my pick? He really did.
Oh, yeah. Of course he did.
I mean, but I'm going to flip over to the other side on the defensive end side, and why not? But do I want to go there?
That's completely up to you, my friend.
Will Hill. I'm going to stay with Will Hill tonight. He had a great game last week as well, or the last time we played.
Yep.
So I'm going to stay with him with a big game tonight.
Good pick. Tim, go ahead.
Oh, it's my turn?
Your turn.
Okay, listen. This would be kind of like somebody getting it 200. Of course, Waylon Hill was your player of the game 2 weeks ago in Oliver Springs. Great pick. But somebody that could have been picked that I really watching that game, and I've come to know the young man. He comes up to TCAT. I get to visit with him on a daily basis. I'm going to say Maddox Hutcherson.
Great pick.
Maddox Hutcherson had that big hit to jar the fumble loose so Brady Burke could win it. That's a moment where Oneida could have been in despair. We didn't get in the end zone. I mean, do you hang your heads or do you go out and just take care of business? Maddox Hutcherson got in there and took care of business. Good call by Coach Mark Martin. And the Indians get that win last week. I'm going with Maddox this week.
Another great pick. Kevin?
Well, I'm going to kind of split both of mine because we know they're going to try to center on slowing our run down. Ben Gilbert, Cole Meredith, I think have to really have
No, you just get to pick one.
Just get to pick one?
You can't pick 15 of them. Come on.
I'll take the Oneida offense for 500.
Well, I was going to say William Hill, but John L. took
yeah.
So you got who?
Y'all.
Ben Gilbert.
All right.
Y'all never got mine.
Here you go, Mark. Okay.
I'm going to say Grady Keaton. Grady Keaton is going to have a big night on the receiving end, defensively, back there in the defensive backfield. And the return game will play a big part in this thing tonight.
I love it. I think you got to rear back and put it up in the air for Grady Keaton to go make a play at least 3 times a game, don't you?
I agree with you.
You got to give him a chance 3 or 4 times a game, and that kid is special. I like it.
All right, it's time as you see the captains, and Bo's keeping an eagle eye on this situation as the early toss goes on. We want to talk about the McDonald's of Oneida starting lineups first for the homestanding Sweetwater Wildcats. Defensively for Sweetwater up front, it's Dominic Yeomans. The defensive end, the other defensive end, Gus Campbell. The tackles are Aiden Pensley and Hayden Osborne. Linebackers, 4 of them. Will Watson, Landon Murphy, Nolan Dacus, and Jackson Powell. Then the defensive backs, 3 of them, Bryson Bonall, Isaiah Stiles, and Jeremiah Paris. That is the defensive starters for Sweetwater. For offense for Sweetwater, it's going to be at the tackles, Kayvon Latham and Corbin Nile. The guards are Luke Dalton and Keldon Jolly. The center is Hayden Osborne. Tight end is Landon Murphy. The wing is Gus Campbell. Fullback, Ty Fitch. The tailback is Jeremiah Paris. 1 receiver listed as a starter. That's Isaiah Stiles. The quarterback is Nolan Dacus. And now the McDonald's of Oneida starting lineup for Oneida. At defensive ends tonight, Jesse Zachary and Drayton Wade. The tackles, Brady Burke and Brylan Strunk. 2 linebackers, Ben Gilbert, Maddox Hutcherson. Corners, Waylon Hill and Ruger West. Safeties, Grady Keaton, William Hill, nickel, A.J. Harper. Offensively for Oneida, the starters tonight at center will be Brylan Strunk. The guards are Reese Lamb and Evan Cotton. The tackles, Jackson Cross and Brady Burke. The receivers, Grady Keaton, William Hill, Waylon Hill. Tight ends, Jesse Zachary and Drayton Wade. Running back starting tonight, Ben Gilbert, and the quarterback. And as I listen to the picks to click, I just realized sometimes we just underappreciate the quarterback for Oneida, Brock Ryan, and what he has done, the steadiness he's brought in his return this year from injury. And we just kind of expect Brock to be Brock each week and to run things well. And just want to give a shout out of respect. Enjoyed watching him against Oliver Springs and looking forward to seeing him guide the Indians out to the field tonight. That's your McDonald's of Oneida starting lineups as we approach kickoff here.
Oneida did win
position.
Oneida did win the toss, and they chose to defer, so Sweetwater's going to take the ball to start the game.
All right, so Sweetwater will kick it.
You know, an honorary pick to click, though, tonight, he's been big all year. Let's talk about number 19, Amarian Kidd. He's been a big, big factor for Oneida this year.
The kicker will be Jackson Powell, the kickoff specialist. I'm sorry. Not Jackson. It is going to be Cy Prince. Oneida is going to kick off from right to left. And kicking for the Indians, of course, is going to be Amarian Kidd. He'll kick from the 40. Oneida in the road, orange pants, white stripes, white jerseys, orange numerals trimmed in gray with the white helmets, the orange O emblazoned with the spear and the orange stripe. And Sweetwater set to receive and return this kick. Amarian making his way to the football, and we are underway from Sweetwater. Up man gets it at the 25. He's out to the 30. He's to the 35-yard line and stretching out to the 37. It will be a 1st and 10 for the Sweetwater Wildcats. On the return is Caden Grabowski.
Good starting field position for Sweetwater to begin this game. See what Oneida's got in store for them here.
And by the way, we have had a number change. Tate Shepard has moved from number 55 to number 44.
For some tight end.
Correct.
Play, as I understand. So from the 37, Sweetwater will have it 1st and 10. Breaking huddle. Sweetwater quickly on the ball. 1 receiver split wide to the left. Oneida crowds the line. Quick snap. Here's the give. Off to the right side. And hit by Ben Gilbert. And driven to a stop is going to be Jeremiah Paris on 1st down. No gain.
Just Oneida, and Bo mentioned that front 4, and we creep someone up at the line of scrimmage as we see run, and just the front 4 taking on everybody, and the linebackers coming in there and cleaning it up. The linebacker that time, Ben Gilbert, filling the hole, as he's done time after time this year.
A.J. Harper set that play by coming up on the end there and getting him cut back up inside.
Davis takes the snap. Here's Jesse Zachary. Sack! Back at the 22-yard line. Bo's pick to click. Comes up with a huge sack behind the line.
Yeah, huge. Second play of the game, Mark.
You're right. It was the second play of the game, John.
That's what they call a lead-in, my friend.
Yeah, he fought off a block right there at the line of scrimmage, man, and bared down on the quarterback, getting a sack. Yep. He's been pretty much unstoppable the last few weeks. He really has.
So now a third down and about 22 here for Sweetwater. Probably not their cup of tea. Couple of wing backs. They bring one in motion, fake the give. Now rolling right. Dumps off out of the backfield up to the 30 to about the 31-yard line. Gilbert makes the tackle. The receiver in this one, Lance Miser.
Perfect right here by Ben Gilbert. Defensive backs did a great job of keeping everything underneath them. They got it out in the flat, and Ben Gilbert come up to make the stop well short of the first down.
So now to punt for Sweetwater, it's going to be Jonathan Prince. Stands at his own 19. Takes the snap, gets the punt away, and circling under it is going to be William Hill. He's at the 30, the 35-yard line, cuts, and then is swarmed upon by Wildcats, and they will actually spot him for a loss from that forward progress. They're taking it back. I guess they're saying he gave himself up back to the 33-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10 for Sweetwater.
Yeah, let the ball bounce right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good job by him to kind of corral it, get it in his possession, and not let it roll on downfield toward the goal line.
Play.
But, yeah.
Heck of a play.
So he probably saved us 10 yards there. Nice job. Defense set the tone for Oneida. Can the offense make hay with it?
So now from the shotgun, here is Brock Ryan running back to his right. He takes the snap. Here's the pitch. Grady Keaton trying to get around the right corner. Sweetwater forcing him back to the inside. Grady will get close to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage. Maybe not quite there. Lost just a little bit on first down.
And we talked about it. Their pursuit of the football, John, is just really, really good.
Yeah, and right there at the last, you've seen they had 6, almost maybe 7 people that were on the line of scrimmage just testing Oneida at the point of attack. And what you may see now is us to try to bust something right there in the A-gap mark, because if you get by that first line, you're gone.
Now the 33-yard line for the Indians. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Spread formation, taking up a lot of the field. The snap, Ryan looking, now thinks about running, now fires ahead. It's going to be caught by William Hill up to the 38 to the 39-yard line. I think Brock really was going to run it. He drew him in, and he dumped it off. Good decision.
Well, he looked like he may have been looking to the other side of the field, maybe a deep pass or something. No, he was looking that way the whole time, but he was looking for the long receiver, maybe Drayton Wade there, but just found what was open and picked up a good 7 yards on that play.
And Tim was correct. What he did, he pulled the ball down like he wanted to run. The defender came up to defend, and then he dumped it over his head, and they got a good gain, and it's 3rd and manageable now. Nice job, QB1.
So now from the 40-yard line, Ryan in the pistol. Taking the snap, turns and gives. This is going to be Meredith looking for 4 on first down. Drives off the right side. Very close. Cole Meredith. Let's see where they spot this. Maybe
a little short.
Just a bit shy. It'll be very tempting for Coach May on this, inches, 4th down and inches.
Tush push.
They're saying it. They're saying it's a first down, guys.
Okay.
They looked down the line, did the white hat, and he gave us a first down.
We'll take it.
And so just to set the scene for everybody at home, Sweetwater, here, our setup here, we've got 2 kind of small windows, and it is tough to get a gaze at everything here, but they have been very gracious in accommodations and given us a private suite, I will say that. But 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. From the pistol, here's the snap. Ryan turns and gives to Meredith. Meredith dances past the first man, but then is hit at the line and driven backward. Does a nice job just to hang on to it as he was hit with some force at the line of scrimmage.
That was actually Hutcherson.
Sorry, Maddox Hutcherson.
Good penetration across the front right there. 56 was kind of left unblocked. And he's just shot the gap and kind of disrupted things and let those guys come in and make the play.
Ben Gilbert checks in on the 2nd down and 10 now for Oneida from their own 43. They need to get to the Sweetwater 47 for a fresh set of downs. Already 5 minutes off the first quarter clock on this Indian drive. Oneida has 1 First National Bank first down under their credit, and now here is Ben Gilbert striving to push it closer to a number 2. His helmet comes off, and they finally whistle it dead. Seemed like a long time for me and probably Allison right there. It was a gain of 11. It's a First National Bank. Oh, wait. They spot him.
Yeah, they're going to spot him back where the helmet come off, and you can see it right there.
Gain of 9.
It's close.
They should have
close.
blown the whistle then, right?
Should have, yes.
Well, I can promise you, Ben Gilbert, even without a helmet, he's going to lower that dang head and keep trucking.
That head's about as big as a helmet some days. So.
3rd down and 1 now for the Indians at the 48 of Sweetwater. A big 3rd down here. Oneida breaks huddle quickly on the ball from the pistol formation. And crowding the front. Here's the give in the backfield. Hutcherson. They blitz. They bring him down for a loss on the play. Back to the 49-yard line.
Both middle backers stepped right in. Look at this, Mark. I mean, just overloaded right there in the middle. You got to pinch. Got to pinch.
Block the A gap. That's what we got to do. You got to block the inside gap. The man closest to football is liable to be the one to make the tackle.
Correct.
Coaching staff thought about going for it, or they kept the offense out there anyway, and now Coach May waves out the punt team.
I think it's a good decision. You've got the field position advantage here. You can continue to push Ben Gilbert to punt, and deep to return is going to be Jeremiah Paris, stepping back at around his own 20-yard line. Ben will punt. He'll receive it from about his 36-yard line. Here's the snap, and a flag comes down.
I think we're going to have procedure.
And this will be a false start against the Indians. So a 4th and 4 becomes a 4th and 9 back at the 46-yard line. Seems like that clock is really cranking fast here in this first quarter,
Seems
down
like
to 5:16. As now Gilbert will stand back at his 32-yard line to receive this snap and get the punt away. With 5:12 to play in the first quarter, each team with a possession. And now Oneida punting it away. Gilbert backpedaling is Paris. He'll field it at his 16. Up to the 20-yard line. He's going to be yanked down. Good special teams tackle, and it's William Hill who takes him down shy of the 20 at the 19.
Yeah, not going to stiff arm him out of making that tackle. Not one of them Hill boys.
No, they're special on special teams.
And I was told today on a private scouting report that Ty Finch, his favorite feature to use is the stiff arm.
Yeah. It didn't work that time.
He's number 5.
What is that button on the old Tecmo? What is
that? Would be a triangle on PlayStation.
There you go.
Love it.
Or is that a hurdle? You're going to have to help me here.
Why is a hurdle? Triangle's a hurdle, so why is same thing.
Uh-oh. Here's the snap. This is going to be Paris trying to pick and choose his way. Ball stripped, and it's going to be A.J. Harper first at it, and it's going to be recovered by the Indians. Was it Harper that got the final recovery? I don't know, but the Indians are set up inside the Sweetwater 10. Who stripped it?
It was
Waylon
one of those Hill boys right there.
Strip.
Right there, and A.J. Harper gets on. Boy, he wanted to pick it up. Yeah, that end zone too.
Great job.
Great play by A.J., by Hill, one of them Hill boys.
That defense is picking up where it left off in Oliver Springs 2 weeks ago.
Absolutely.
Now at the 7-yard line, the Indians will have a 1st and goal. 4:49 to go in this first quarter. Ryan in the pistol formation. One receiver split wide to the left. And now Ryan takes the snap, turns, gives to Cole Meredith. Meredith is going to be hit right about the line of scrimmage, and no gain on the play. It will be 2nd and goal from the 7.
Yeah, they're still choosing to shoot the gap as the team in blue, Sweetwater. We're showing overload heavy right. You see those 2 up backs? I think we can come back and maybe throw it in that same formation down the line because they're guessing run every time. That and the interior line is having a little bit of issue covering the gaps. Got to clean that up.
Mm-hmm. 2nd down and goal from the 7 now. Ben Gilbert, the running back. Here's Oneida in the eye. Maddox Hutcherson is the fullback.
Foot to foot.
And now Ryan takes the snap, gives Gilbert, sidesteps a man, twists down toward the 5-yard line, maybe just shy of the 5. It's going to be about a 1.5 yard carry for Ben. Actually, they're going to set it down on the 5, so it will be 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line.
Mark, it's not the down lineman. It's not the front 4 or 5 that's making these tackles. It's the linebackers that are filling the gaps that we're having trouble to block or decide to block. Number 7, I believe, that's the one.
Yep.
He was in the backfield at the snap.
Once again, I formation. Hutcherson in front of Gilbert. Grady Keaton split wide left, singled up as Brock Ryan peeks out that way and now looks and fires out, looking for Grady Keaton, and it's going to be incomplete. Good coverage on the play. Coming back to get at him, Isaiah Stiles, and will the Indians settle for a field goal here? It would be about 22 yards from the right hash.
Yeah, but you're giving Grady a chance right here.
Maybe he threw it just a little bit late.
If
you saw on that replay, he hitched. He double hitched. If he'd have let it go quick, Grady might have had a better chance.
But did that hitch lead to Grady getting that separation?
That maybe
possible.
Here is Amorian Kidd trying the 22-yarder. And before he does, we have a timeout. Sweetwater. This is a Farm Bureau timeout. We'll take the break with 3:14 to go first quarter. We are scoreless.
One thing I love about UCB is that they don't automatically default to no. I think a lot of people think that they shouldn't even come in and talk to us if they're not in the best financial situation that they've ever been in. And that's just simply not the case. I had a customer just yesterday who came in needing home repairs, thought, this is probably going to be a no because I don't have the best score right now, but we were able to consider every factor and get some additional documentation, and we were able to get the loan approved.
And welcome back to Sweetwater. I have a Farm Bureau Home Auto Life Business Insurance timeout. Nick Price, the agency manager.
All right, Indians set the line up. That was a Sweetwater choice to take that timeout. Amorian Kidd's going to line up for looks like they're going to set it down at about the 13, so a 23-yard field goal attempt from the right hash here to try to get on the board first for the Indians. Trying to capitalize on the turnover. The kick from Amorian is on the way, and this kick is good. Timeout on the field, 3:09 first quarter. Your score, Oneida 3, Sweetwater 0.
The superior technology of fiber optics carries a communication signal that is more robust and reliable than older technologies. Connecting homes and businesses directly to fiber optic networks enables enormous improvements in what bandwidth devices are capable of delivering. Experience Highland Communications' world-class broadband, delivered over Highland Telephone Cooperative's fiber optic network to make your online experience extraordinary. Highland Telephone and Highland Communications. World-class connections with a local, hometown touch.
Right, too.
Welcome back to Sweetwater. The most concerning thing is that we misplaced the stiff arm on the PlayStation controller. We want to give credit to Riley Laxton for correcting that for it. It's an X. Some of us have been playing too long. Years ago, when there wasn't 17 buttons on a PlayStation controller.
It was only like 2.
Yeah, it was trying.
Old Sega.
Yeah.
Are you going back to the game that had the vibratory, the players that you put the little foam football in the?
Yeah, that was it.
What was that called?
Electric football.
Electric football.
Yeah, we go.
I had one of those.
Who didn't? They were awesome.
Yeah, I wish I still had it.
3-0 Oneida. Amari Kidd with a 23-yard field goal, and now Kidd with the kickoff, and it's going to be fielded at the 32, up to the 40-yard line, bouncing off a would-be tackler, and now stretching across the 45 to the 47. The up man who got that, Landon Dacus, sophomore receiver, did a nice job with the return, and good field position for Sweetwater. This will be the first time they've had good field position.
It doesn't matter where they catch the ball on the field. One of them Hill boys going to make the tackle. It's special teams, man. That's just the way it is.
Special on special teams. I'll keep saying it.
They're special everywhere. They're special on defense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure about that little pooch kick there. I'm assuming we're trying to keep it away from the deep guys.
It almost looked like a pass coming out of there.
I don't know if it spiral. I don't know if it came off his foot wrong.
From the 47, 1st and 10. Here's the snap and the give, and positive yardage up to the 50-yard line. It'll be about a 3-yard gain on first down. This was on the carry. It was Lance Miser. Is that what you got, Bo? Was it Miser? Because he's listed as a receiver.
Yep.
But there's not many snaps that you're going to have a receiver out there for Sweetwater. They only list one in the starting lineup, so Miser gets the carry.
Yeah, we got a little bit of extracurricular the last 2 plays, and we're about 2 plays away from a flag. It's getting chippy already.
One receiver wide left. Now under center, taking the snap, give to the left halfback, and once again it's going to be Miser pushing across the 50 to the 48. It'll be a 2-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 now for the Wildcats as they move the football into Indian territory for the first time tonight, and it comes with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Oh, A.J. Harper stepping up again, John. Making a play.
He's having a nose for the football tonight, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's everywhere on defense.
They'll break huddle now. Miser split back left. Prince to the right. Here's the snap. Give to Prince. Looking for something on the left side. Needs 5 yards. He gets up to the 45-yard line, but he is going to be a couple of yards shy. He'll pick up 3 on 3rd down, and it will bring up a 4th down and 2 and a decision for the Sweetwater Wildcats here.
I think they'll go for this right here, non-region game. You're at home.
Across the 50-yard
yard
line.
You're in plus territory.
Yeah, man.
They have picked up a lot of momentum over the last few games. Sweetwater had the rough start, but they really started to play well. I told somebody this week they remind me of Rockwood. You want to catch them early, not late. Sweetwater's been much improved. Now on a 4th and 2, under center. Here's the snap. Give the right side.
Oh, my goodness.
He is hit and dropped for no gain.
Hello, darling! Ben Gilbert gets another one.
That was a decleater.
Stuck at the line of scrimmage.
Yes,
you
sir.
will get that and no more. My goodness.
On a 4th and 2.
Not one more yard.
Not even close.
Here is no gain on the play. Watch this one more time.
I was going to slap you, Kevin, if you didn't replay it.
Here we go. Just
finds it.
Oh, jeez. You see his eyes at going to the football, guys. He just follows it. Perfect.
Now with the football from the pistol. Here's Brock Ryan taking the snap, giving the handoff over the left side. Ben Gilbert lowers his head, drives to the 45. He's at the 40. He's at the 35, steps out of bounds. Inside the 35, they're going to spot him out at about the 33-yard line, and it's going to be a First National Bank first down for the Indians.
You got to tackle that young man. What a job blocking up front, guys.
Look at that, runs through 2 of them as well on his way.
But he didn't have anybody touch him till he got well into the secondary. And great job by the offensive line. They caved in that right side of the defensive line.
And you saw the receiver there, Will Hill. He went to block, and then he kind of just he did the right thing. Don't hold, just get in the defender's way sometimes. That's all you got to do.
That's all you got to do.
33-yard line, 1st and 10 from the pistol. Here's the snap and the give. Once again, Ben Gilbert makes one man miss, drives through another man, stretches it down to the 31-yard line. It's a 2-yard gain, and it will be 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, we're talking about that big run on the play before by Gilbert. That all he did was follow that up, the big hit on the stop on 4th, and they give him the ball, and he gets 20-something yards on a run, right? So, I mean, we've been leaning on the kid all year, and he's done nothing but deliver.
So 2nd down and 8, and will the Indians get another playoff?
I think they're going to take this one to the quarter.
Yep, they can. So they'll flip the field, and the Indians will start with the football and the lead when the second quarter gets underway. We report to you the score after 1 quarter from Sweetwater High School. It is the Oneida Indians 3 and the Sweetwater Wildcats 0.
Relive the moments that made history, on the field, in the gym, and across our community. From thrilling game-winning plays to unforgettable graduations, SFN has over 1,600 videos ready to watch anytime. Join SFN.TV for just $4.99 a month and unlock decades of local memories. Want to own a piece of history? Visit SFN.TV for digital downloads and DVDs of your favorite events. Subscribe or shop today at SFN.TV. Your home for local sports and community memories.
Welcome back to Sweetwater. We get back to action. The Indians have the football with a 2nd down and 8 at the Sweetwater 31-yard line. Waylon Hill split wide right. 2 receivers left to the wide side of the field. Actually, ball rests evenly between the hashes. And one of the receivers tried to get an early start here. There's a flag down, and I believe it's going to be a 5-yard step off on the Indians. So 2nd and 8 will become 2nd and 13 as we begin this second quarter. Oneida leads 3-0. You see on the Rogers Group scoreboard.
That's tough when the receiver. I mean, you got to look down the line of scrimmage to the football. And what they did, they moved at the last second. Did the defensive line caused that movement?
From the shotgun, here is Ryan. He takes the snap, looking to throw, rolling left, plenty of time, fires downfield. It's caught Grady Keaton, and he reels it in down at the 25-yard line and picks up sizable yardage on 2nd down and 13. He gets it to the 25 exactly, and it will be 2nd down and 2, or 3rd down and 2.
Just a little comeback route.
Yeah, and the time he has. I mean, he had all day to throw.
We ran, yes, I saw it, coaches. We ran a pick, and you got to be careful because we made contact with the defender. If they complain about that, they may call that next time. But we ran a little pick play there on the outside.
3rd and 2 at the 25. Oneida shifts heavy to the left side, the short side of the field. The snap, the give. Maddox Hutcherson asks for 2 yards. He's got it and more as he stretches down inside the 20-yard line. It's going to be a First National Bank 1st down for the Indians here.
Yeah, the shift confused them just a little bit, but great job by Jesse Zachary, Drayton Wade, and Grady Keaton getting those blocks, getting the hats on somebody where they can pick up that big 1st down. Hutchinson doing a good job of picking it up.
And you're talking about that shift. We did not show that in the first quarter. We overloaded right every time. That time we brought the overload right to the left side. Just a little wrinkle in the offensive look.
Now from the 18, 1st and 10, pistol formation, snap, give, tailback. This is going to be Meredith trying to find something through the middle, and it is sealed up here on him. It's going to be a 2nd down and 10.
Well, we got somebody drove in the backfield. One of our guards got drove in the backfield, and Brady Burke was pulling, going to lead a power right up there on the left side, and just couldn't get there to make the block right there. Yeah,
he got knocked around, did Brady.
We got I think it was the front side A-gap, somebody come free. And
they're doing a good job. They're sealing every gap. They're taking every gap away from you at the point of attack, and that's why I think the big run from Gilbert to the outside was so effective.
From the 19, 2nd down 11, Oneida in the shotgun formation now. Sweetwater bringing those linebackers. Oneida trying to dump it off on a screen to Meredith to counter it. Couldn't make the connection, though, and it's going to be 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, they blew it up. I mean, Mark, they were back there quick.
Well, you know where they're coming.
It's 6 against 5 right there. No doubt about it. Right up the gap.
What you're doing, slap the guy next to you. You got him, you got him, you got him. Because they're coming in them A-gaps. They're not making any bones about it. They're coming in them 2 A-gaps. You have to block that to get positive yardage.
3rd down 11 from the 18-yard line. Tight set, shotgun formation. Ryan brings a man in motion, pitches to William Hill, sweeping around the left side. William makes one man miss. Going to be stepping out of bounds here inside the, looks like about the 17-yard line. Down to the 15 is where they're going to give him. So a gain of 4. And so from the 15, the Indians would have a 32-yard field goal attempt if they tried it from here.
Little play action to the tight end, John L. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean,
perfect time for it.
One thing that we haven't been able to do to this point, at least effectively, is out-quick this defense for Sweetwater. We may have them a little bit on size, but quickness, we're not able to contain that yet.
4th down and 7. Oneida's got to have the 8-yard line for a fresh set of downs, and here's Ryan in the shotgun, taking the snap. He's looking to throw. Has time, fires through the middle. It's going to be tipped and incomplete. He was looking for, looked like Drayton Wade, and it was knocked away by Landon Murphy.
Watch Waylon Hill come open right here.
Top of your screen to the left. I think it's number 7.
Right
no,
there.
number 3.
No,
oh, my goodness.
Nobody even he would have walked in.
Out and up.
Ryan just did not see.
If he'd have went through the progressions, all he had to do was lob it up there, and he could have just stood there and caught it. But Nice drive again by Oneida just to get it down there. Come away with nothing. Kind of leaves you feeling.
Now, granted, Oneida's defense has been very good. We've held them to negative 10 yards of offense thus far in this.
Yeah, defense has controlled this thing for sure.
Dacus will be under center with a wing back to either side and one running back. Takes the snap, looking to throw out to the wing back. It's going to be Prince making a move, picks up a block, stiff arms out to the 20, to the 25-yard line. Whistle blows. Oneida hit him out of bounds.
Yep.
And it's been close for both sides. When Ben Gilbert got the big run in the first quarter and went out of bounds, there was some contact after that. And you see contact here, and it gets called. So this is going to cost Oneida 15, and it will be not only a first down on the ground, but then an extra 15 tacked on here.
Yeah, I don't think he was targeting him, but it didn't matter. He made contact. And the coaches, you could see the coaches looking at the officials, pointing down, and they got the flag.
As they should have.
They should have, absolutely. Can't make contact once they're out of bounds.
Moves it up to the 40-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for Sweetwater. 10 minutes to go, 10:08 to be exact. You see it on the Rogers Group scoreboard here in this first half.
Was that their first down, Bo?
Second one.
Second.
Okay.
Technically, you get one off that kickoff.
So now Dacus from under center turns, hands off, and a loss in the backfield. No gain on the play. In fact, a loss of 1 for Miser.
Some fired up interior defensive lineman, Mark.
Loss of 1, 2nd and 11.
Reese Lamb.
Yeah,
Reese Lamb getting in there and making a huge play. And that's what it's about. You know, who makes the most plays, and this thing's going to win it. Reese Lamb getting in there, getting down and dirty, and making a tackle in the backfield.
From the 39-yard line now, Dacus will have a pair of wing backs and Miser behind him as he prepares to get under center with one receiver split wide to the right.
Audible right here. They're changing the play at the line of scrimmage according to how we're lined up. Talking about it.
Dacus taking a look at it, and now Sweetwater's going to take a timeout. It's Farm Bureau timeout. 9:17 first half. We take the break. Your score, Oneida 3, Sweetwater 0.
If you're a DIYer, Lumber King is your supplier. Equipment and tools, we got it. Paint and cleaning supplies, we got it. Rugged apparel and lawn care, we got that too. Visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee to make all your DIY dreams come true.
Welcome back to Sweetwater out of the Farm Bureau timeout. Nick Price, Agency Manager. Give him a call at 423-569-5118.
And it is 2nd down and 11 for Sweetwater. They burned their second timeout of this first half, leaves them with 1. I did that in my head. No problem. Yeah, pretty good.
Good
and
math.
now it's going to be Dacus under center with wing back to the right, takes the snap. He's rolling right. He's got pressure from Zachary. He dumps it downfield. It's going to be Waylon Hill. Good defense. Really, really good defense and a really good job of avoiding a penalty there. You'll see him making some contact.
There's actually a flag back here at the 35.
Yeah, I think number 5 was coming around the end there, and I think he got right
Oh, my
there.
goodness.
Yeah. He'd already got one big sack in the game to Zachary, and I think they may have tugged on him a little
Listen, however you got to block him. That's, you know.
You got to save somebody's life, don't you,
do.
Mark?
He was.
You don't want that on your conscience.
He was fixing to get decleated, so yeah, that tackle grabbed a hold.
Oneida declines it.
Yes, they do. It forces a 3rd and 11 now.
Interesting call because I think you want the yardage in the field position, but hey, that's why they get to pay the big bucks over there on the sideline.
Yeah.
Oh, no, now they're going to.
That was a mistake.
Now they're going to accept it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they misunderstood the
They heard
intention.
John L.
No.
You think that's what it was?
Nah. I can guarantee you that.
You know, all the coaches has got us on over there.
Yeah.
They're not talking to each other. They're listening to
on
us.
their headsets.
You
They
know
really,
they are.
Yeah, they have our broadcast
They
on
do.
their headsets.
John L. said to take the penalty.
Yeah.
2nd down, 21, 9:10 to go in the first half. And now it's going to be Dacus under center, split backfield, Miser and Prince, and fakes to give to Prince, rolling, looking to throw, trying to set up the screen, gets it to Prince, fighting through and making the stop, A.J. Harper. Two guys he fought through.
What a great play by A.J. Harper. Fought through two blockers on him there. And
23 right there at the bottom of the screen. Watch
Here he goes. Bam, man, just busted his way through there to make a huge tackle.
That's their starting left guard and left tackle right there that he just went straight through and made that tackle on and held him to just 2 yards.
That's our starting outside linebacker.
You dang right.
23 A.J. Harper.
That's my play of the game to this point.
It is, absolutely,
Yes,
John. 3rd down and 18. Sweetwater needs midfield on this one, and Dacus is under center. Drop him back. Pressure, and Wade drops him for the sack.
That was just perfect play by our 4-down lineman. They kept him in the pocket and Bennett right in amongst him.
Defensive ends, guys, I'm telling you, they are going to they are making an impact on this game.
Had nowhere to run.
Miser asked to stop Drayton Wade.
No. Poor old number 3 didn't know what got into him right there, and Drayton Wade made a heck of a play.
So now to punt it away, Sweetwater, and they will get it away. Good punt, absolutely. Backpedaling. It's going to be Waylon Hill. Drops it. Calmly picks it up at the 23. Now the 25 to the 30-yard line. Across the 35 to the 37. Waylon Hill on the return, and the Indians will have it 1st and 10 at their own 37 with 7:32 to go in a first half with only 3 points on the board, and they belong to the Indians.
Yeah, I mean, we're working toward halftime and love to stick some more points on there, right?
And we've done some good things offensively, just haven't been able just to,
it's not been
finish.
back-to-back.
Yeah, hadn't been able to finish on these drives.
We talked about it to start. I would love to see a deep shot right here to one of our out guys. Just take a chance.
You got one-on-one coverage.
Yeah, you need to get to one of them Hill boys or Grady Keaton.
Pistol formation. Here's the snap. Ben Gilbert tries to sidestep. Sweetwater is there at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And they're daring us to throw the football. They are daring us to throw the football.
They think their guys are better or just as good as our guys on the out. I'm talking about their corners and safety. And for the most part, the safety is either up playing run protection or he's super deep. So you got to take advantage of that middle of the field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Underneath the safety, over the linebackers, right in that area.
2nd down and 10. Reminder, next week Oneida returns home. It's senior night, the final home game. Polk County, it's a region game, and it's a game that could possibly give home field advantage in the first round of the playoffs to the winner. Here's the snap, and it's Ryan looking to throw. Rolling right. He fires downfield. Keaton makes the catch. He drives across the 50 to the 48 of Sweetwater for a First National Bank first down. Brock Ryan slow to get up after the hit.
Told you they was listening to you.
Well,
and they're listening right up here because John L. said throw it the middle of the field to one of these receivers, and that's what we've done.
Settled in right there behind the linebackers, just like Mark called, in front of the safeties.
Behind the linebackers, perfect play, great pass, great catch, first down, Indians.
14-yard pickup on the play.
So with play clock at 54, Bo's been talking about the malfunctioning here.
Is something wrong with that?
It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line for the Indians from the pistol. Brock Ryan, let's see how he responds off of that hit. He was rattled. He'll take the snap here, turns and gives. It's going to be Hutcherson off the left side. A flag comes in behind the play, and that's not usually good news if you're the offense.
Yeah,
you're hoping it's a face
mask. We're probably
mask.
going to get a return hold right there.
Yep.
So from the line of scrimmage, a 1st and 10 is going to become a 1st and 20 with 6 minutes to go.
Perfect replay, Kev.
I forgot. If I hit flag, that cues a replay too. So.
Can you hit a flag now for yourself?
Yes.
Should be a 15-yarder.
So that'll move it back to the 42 for the Indians, and they will need the 38-yard line of Sweetwater for a fresh set of downs. But it is first down, 6 minutes to go. Oneida's got all their timeouts, and they have the lead 3-0. Game number 8.
Wow.
Ryan with Hutcherson behind him. Now he moves to the side. It's a shotgun formation here. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Ryan looking to dump it off in the middle to Jesse Zachary, and Sweetwater, great job of reading that, snuffing it out. Number 23, Dominic Yeomans. Watch him instantly diagnose this play and keep it from being effective.
Yeah, good read by the defense right here. Yeah, 23 just laid right in there, seen what was coming, made a heck of a play.
Picked up 2. It'll be 2nd and 18. Good call if he had done what he was supposed to do and got out of the way. Indians from their own 44-yard line now. Again from the shotgun, tight set. Running back to the left of Ryan. Here is the fake to William Hill. The ball's on the ground, and Brock Ryan, I think, was able to reach back and get to it. He did save the possession back at the 28-yard line, and this one struggled from the start, this play.
I mean, they just brought 4.
23 again.
But what they're doing is they're showing 6, sometimes 7 at the line of scrimmage, and they're either sending them or they're backing them out at the snap. And so our linemen, they're having to figure out who they got to block and how they got to block them, and tip your cap to Sweetwater right now. We're a little bit off balance by what they're doing.
Dominic Yeomans is a senior, number 23 there. Back-to-back huge plays for his team.
3rd in a country mile.
36 is what they're saying. Be a shotgun, 5 wide. Ryan takes the snap, looking to run through the middle, dances past one man, stretches out across the 30 to the 32, and the clock will roll inside 4 minutes. Sweetwater's got 1 timeout. They'll be getting the football back and could be their best field position, starting field position. We'll see.
And I believe that was quarterback draw, John, and I think there's almost supposed to be a little bit of a delay in there. Come out, chip that first guy, hold, then go. And we didn't get to the second level to make a block right there, or Ryan may have picked up the first down.
Ben Gilbert takes the snap at the 20, and a lot of pressure. He gets the punt away off to the left side. It bounces out of bounds. Where did it go out? The official
Pretty
walking up the sideline.
What we needed for a first down, which is around the 40.
Right at the 40.
At the 40. So Sweetwater, second best starting field position. 3:24 to play, and they have a timeout, down 3.
Yeah, Gilbert was lucky to get that one off, and I think he kind of short-legged it a little bit just to make sure it didn't get blocked.
Yeah, he had to. There was no follow-through to it.
Right.
On the first punt by Gilbert, I think the coaching staff for Sweetwater saw that he was taking a lot of time to drop kick that, and so they sent pressure that time and almost got him.
So now quarterback Dacus will be under center. Taking the snap, looking to throw. Fires off to the right. It's going to be complete. Trying to move inside to get more yardage here is Isaiah Stiles, and he's going to be taken down at about the 45-yard line, a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 5 as the clock will move inside 3 minutes before the next snap.
Yeah, we're giving a little bit of ground over there with the corners, and it's just a little stop pattern, and they're probably going to take those underneath.
Dacus under center, takes the snap, looking left. Fires. It's going to be complete to Prince. Prince up to the 45-yard line, driven out of bounds at the 43 of Oneida. Waylon Hill makes the stop, but it's going to be a first down for Sweetwater. Paris,
Nice.
Jeremiah Paris. I called him Prince. It's Jeremiah Paris.
They run one receiver, outside receiver deep, John. Run one to on an end that took all those defenders and run that guy out there in the flat, man. Good first down pickup for the Wildcats.
Dacus taking the snap, pumps, pressure, firing deep down the
Got
right
him.
side, and it's going to be incomplete. He had a man running stride for stride with Waylon Hill, tried to drop it in the bucket to Isaiah Stiles, but it falls incomplete, stops the clock with 2:38 and a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, just a little stop pattern and then a go, and almost had him. We almost had the ball swatted away at the point of attack again, as I think it was Zachary coming around the end.
Little move out there. He was open.
Zachary is getting the defensive, or I should say the offensive lineman off his heels, and then he's just taking a power rush, a bull rush. And he's doing a great job tonight of getting pressure in there.
At the 42-yard line now, a 2nd down and 10. Dacus taking the snap, 2-step drop, fires to the left. It's going to be complete to Stiles. He'll step out of bounds at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, bring up a 3rd down and 6.
And we're letting them have that underneath stuff. They're making good plays and moving the football.
I mean, this is Oneida's NASCAR package. It's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, and you're giving them the underneath, but you cannot give them the up and go, the out and go, and we almost did that earlier, and that's what they're looking for. They're wanting you to bite on that underneath stuff and then get you over the top. Oneida's got to be patient here and play the clock.
Yeah, they're wanting us to bring those defensive backs up some more and play a more of a man defense.
Dacus under center, split backfield, taking the snap. Here's the pitch, double reverse to Stiles. Stiles trying to get outside, and Oneida stops him with William Hill staying home and making the stop for a big loss back at the 49-yard line. They're saying the 46.
Yeah. Well, they're going to say the 44 and give him forward progress, but it's boom.
Yeah. And his helmet came off right there. So,
Hutcherson.
Yeah. Hoping that young man's okay. It looks like he's coming off under his own power.
Hill held him up. Yeah, he's good, but he took a pop from Maddox Hutcherson right there. Clock will move inside 2 minutes to go. Oneida with all their timeouts. And now punting from about the 43-yard line. Sweetwater. They get the punt away, and it's going to take a bounce inside the 10, rolling down to the 7-yard line, and it will roll dead there at the 1:40 mark of this first quarter with Oneida leading 3-0.
It hurts.
You take that one, John.
A lot of coaches don't want you to. They want you to run away from the football down there as a punt returner. They're afraid you're going to put it on the ground, right? Don't want to do nothing silly.
Well, that wasn't something you ever did.
No.
What the coach asked him to do?
Right.
Hey, I will tell you this. The first time I ever returned a punt, we were up big, and I was third team defense, and they just said back up, and I could hear Coach May saying, "Get away from it." I picked it up and scored, and I took a butt chewing. The first,
You did.
So, yeah.
John L. get his teeth knocked out. It wouldn't matter. He'd catch the football.
From the 7, I formation. Here's the snap give. Gilbert following Hutcherson for a moment. Then he cut it off to the left. He'll pick up a yard, and this will probably not entice Coach May to take any timeouts to extend this first half.
Nah. I like the way Gilbert changes direction, though. He waits, so patient, and he's seen a little something to the outside there that he thought maybe he could get some yardage, but they closed it off pretty quick.
And like you said, the clock runs, and also, and you guys may have alluded to it, and I may have missed it. Sorry, I was watching some other things on the other side of the field. But we get the ball to start the second half, so
good
so you
point.
don't have to press anything here, right?
Right.
And you got a lead going into half.
From the 8-yard line, as long as you hang on to the football, you do. I formation here's to give to Maddox Hutcherson, blasted through the middle, and he will push it across to about the 12-yard line.
You would think if they got a timeout, they take it here.
Well, you'd think.
I don't think it would be very effective, though, would
Well,
it?
I mean, they almost got us on a punt block the last time we punted.
I'd bring the house. Call a timeout, bring the house.
They must be keeping the play clocks now down on the field because clocks aren't moving from what I can see.
So now at the
we got to snap it.
Yeah,
13-yard line.
We may take a timeout here. I'm not sure if Coach May's going to get everything here. He can and take a timeout.
Yeah, that's what it looks like he's going to do.
All right, so that is going to be Oneida's first timeout. It comes with 7.8 seconds on the first half clock. We'll take the Farm Bureau break and be back right after this.
Respect, compassion, integrity, commitment, community. Those are a few of the principles that guide Mountain People's Health Councils in everything we do. We respect our patients and their need for quality health care. We have compassion on those that are sick and hurting and need help. We are committed to do everything we can to help those in need. And we're focused on providing our friends, family, and neighbors with the very best health care available.
Welcome back to Sweetwater out of the Farm Bureau timeout. Nick Price, Agency Manager. Give him a call, 569-5118.
Coming up at halftime, Bo's got your statistics and a recap of the first half scoring. That won't take long.
No.
3-0 Indians. You see the clock, 7.8 seconds. Sweetwater has a timeout. Oneida has 2. Coach May ran the clock down as far as he could, and he's going to try to squeeze as much time out of this clock as he can here on this play. Under center, Brock Ryan taking the snap, dropping back, and rolling left. Now he's going to throw it deep down the left side, and it's going to be incomplete. And that is the end of the first half. We'll take the break after telling you the score after 2 quarters of play from Sweetwater. It is Oneida 3 and the Sweetwater Wildcats 0.
Danny's Drugs has been dedicated to providing patients with quality healthcare services since 1966. From our beginnings as a fountain drugstore to our current location on the 4th lane in Oneida, one thing has remained the same: exceptional service. Our staff of highly motivated and carefully trained professionals understand your needs and respond to them in a personal and friendly manner. Our staff works together as a team to provide the finest patient care available. That's Danny's Drugs, putting patients first since 1966.
Home-style cooking with friendly service in a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razax. Razax offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razax has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. Razax. Country cooking and great steaks.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
One thing I love about UCB is that they don't automatically default to no. I think a lot of people think that they shouldn't even come in and talk to us if they're not in the best financial situation that they've ever been in. And that's just simply not the case. I had a customer just yesterday who came in needing home repairs, thought, this is probably going to be a no because I don't have the best score right now, but we were able to consider every factor and get some additional documentation, and we were able to get the loan approved.
This is the Vantage Point Financial Halftime Report.
Do you have the right financial advisor to help you reach your goals? Ameriprise Advisors can provide personalized, goal-based advice to help you feel more confident about your financial future. Call Vantage Point Financial Planning, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, at 423-569-5055. Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guarantee. May lose value. Securities offered by Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Member FINRA and SIPC.
At halftime, the Indians lead the Sweetwater Wildcats by a score of 3-0. Recap that first half for us, guys.
We kicked a field goal.
That's pretty much it.
Easy enough. Now back to the second half. Well, we played good defense. I know that, but they played some pretty good defense too. I thought we moved the football pretty well from time to time, but we run out of steam down there on that drive before the last one, but we did a good job of holding them in check. They're two running backs haven't been able to see a whole lot of daylight. Had a couple of good runs, but other than that, man, we played our tail off on defense. We'll get it right here on in the second half on offense and score some more points.
It just seems like if we could get another score, that we're pretty much in control of this thing, doesn't it? Is it just me? And I'm not trying to be a homer here. It just feels
You're
like
right.
our defense,
I feel that way too.
has controlled the game. We did give up a little bit of yardage to them on that 2-minute drill right before the half, but we were playing kind of prevent, bend, don't break style defense, and that's probably a good description for what they're playing on the other side as well. We're able to move between the 20s, but then they're stiffening up right there, and we're not able to get in there and get a touchdown. We came away with a field goal once, and probably could have tried a field goal down there and went for it on fourth and didn't make it a second time. So we've left some points on the field. You think in the first half. Would love to see nothing more than a touchdown on this opening drive to start the second half, and you kind of feel comfortable about that because our defense has really stifled what they've tried to do to this point. Now, halftime adjustments, that's what we've seen all year long is teams have made great halftime adjustments, and we've been one of those teams. So we'll look for more of the same, especially offensively tonight.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. We're going to take a 2-minute break and be back with more of the Vantage Point Financial Halftime Report right after you watch this.
When you need physical therapy, don't just think of sports injuries and post-operative care. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we treat patients in all stages of life and with a wide variety of symptoms, from vertigo and headaches to hip pain and plantar fasciitis. The next time you need physical therapy, think South Fork Physical Therapy. From head to toe, we are here to help you.
Danny's Drugs has been dedicated to providing patients with quality healthcare services since 1966. From our beginnings as a fountain drugstore to our current location on the 4th Lane in Oneida, one thing has remained the same: exceptional service. Our staff of highly motivated and carefully trained professionals understand your needs and respond to them in a personal and friendly manner. Our staff works together as a team to provide the finest patient care available. That's Danny's Drugs, putting patients first since 1966.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
If you're a DIYer, Lumber King is your supplier. Equipment and tools, we got it. Paint and cleaning supplies, we got it. Rugged apparel and lawn care, we got that too. Visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee to make all your DIY dreams come true.
Welcome back to Sweetwater and the Vantage Point Financial Halftime Report. We're going to take this opportunity to check out the Oneida Pride of the Tribe Marching Band. we're going to take a break here on the Vantage Point Financial Halftime Report. When we return, Bo Kidd's going to take us to the Helenwood Food, or pardon me, first he's going to do our statistical information, and then after that, we'll do our Helenwood Foods out-of-town scoreboard right after this.
The superior technology of fiber optics carries a communication signal that is more robust and reliable than older technologies. Connecting homes and businesses directly to fiber optic networks enables enormous improvements in what bandwidth devices are capable of delivering. Experience Highland Communications world-class broadband, delivered over Highland Telephone Cooperative's fiber optic network to make your online experience extraordinary. Highland Telephone and Highland Communications. World-class connections with a local, hometown touch.
A local bank puts its customers first.
A local bank is committed to giving back and being a community partner.
A local bank is with you every step of the way and celebrates your success.
A local bank is a familiar face that treats you like family.
A local bank is big enough to serve you and small enough to know you by name.
For 120 years, First National Bank has been Scott County's local bank. First National Bank, your family, your future, your bank.
Vigilance Security and Technology offers cutting-edge security solutions tailored for industrial, commercial, and residential spaces. With our 4K resolution cameras, expert installation, and comprehensive networking services, you'll experience unparalleled clarity and peace of mind. Secure your future with the team that goes the extra mile. Call Vigilance today. 423-286-3533.
And welcome back to our Vantage Point Financial Halftime Report. As you can see on the Rogers Group scoreboard at halftime, it's 3-0 Indians. With our first half statistics, Bo Kidd.
Well, as you can see, this has definitely been a defensive battle, both sides of the ball. We'll first take a look at Sweetwater, who has carried the ball 10 times tonight for negative 26 yards. They are 6 of 7 through the air for 41 yards, for a total of 17 plays, only 15 yards of offense in the game. The Indians have 15 carries for 34 yards. They're 6 of 10 through the air for 38 yards, for a total of 25 plays for 72 yards of offense on the night. For Sweetwater, leading the way is Lance Miser. He has 4 carries for 4 yards, and after that, everyone has negative yardage. Isaiah Stiles has 1 for negative 6. Jeremiah Paris has 3 for negative 9, and Nolan Dacus has 2 for negative 16. Dacus is 6 of 7 through the air for 41 yards. He's found Jeremiah Paris 3 times for 26 yards, Isaiah Stiles twice for 9, and Lance Miser once for 6. Offensively for the Indians, it's Ben Gilbert leading the way on the ground with 6 carries for 37 yards. Maddox Hutcherson has 5 carries for 11 yards. And then Cole Meredith has 2 carries for negative 2 yards. Brock Ryan also 2 carries for negative 12. Ryan is 6 of 10 through the air for 38 yards. He's found Grady Keaton 3 times for 25 yards. William Hill has 2 catches for 11. And Jesse Zachary has 1 for 2. Defensively in the game, Sweetwater led by Landon Murphy. We talked a little bit about him before the game. They said he was by far their best defensive player on the team. 9 tackles in the first half for Landon Murphy with a tackle for loss. Also, Logan Whaley has 4 tackles with 2 tackles for loss. Murphy also has 1 pass breakup on the night. Isaiah Stiles has 2 pass breakups on the evening for the Wildcats. For the Indians, it's Ben Gilbert leading the way with 5 tackles. William Hill has 4 tackles on the night, and Waylon Hill, A.J. Harper, Jesse Zachary, and Tate Shepard all have 3 tackles on the night. 2 sacks on the evening for the Indians, 1 from Jesse Zachary, the other one from Drayton Wade. 5 total tackles for loss, a fumble recovery by A.J. Harper, and that one was forced by Waylon Hill. And once again, the points on the board right now in this ball game come from Amarian Kidd as he punched in a 23-yard field goal on the Indians' first offensive possession of the game early on with 3:09 to play there in the first quarter.
All right, thank you both for that. And I meant to mention earlier and did not do it, but as we got to look at the Pride of the Tribe marching band, they'll be in competition at Alcoa 1 week from tomorrow. That's October the 25th. So I think that is actually even going to conclude this year's band competition season. Is that correct?
What's that now? I'm sorry.
Next Saturday
when they go to Alcoa, yes. That is correct. Now, they will perform 2 more times later on in the year. They're going to also perform in the Christmas parade over in Gatlinburg, and then the very following day they'll perform in the Scott County Christmas parade as well.
All righty. And if you've never been to a band competition and you like music, go. And Alcoa is by far the premier one to go to.
Absolutely.
In East Tennessee. And there's all kinds of – you won't get hungry, trust me. And there's all kinds of booths and things set up. And
yes.
It's and then you get to see all kinds of great bands. There's usually about 20-something bands there.
I think they said this year already, I think somebody said that there was around 30 already signed up. And now I got to go to my first band competition last year. We went to Clinton for that one over there. That's amazing. I mean, it's unbelievable the talent that you see while you're over there. You know, my wife is a longtime drum major and never got to really see it. It's awesome.
Yeah, and Alcoa, they start off the smaller schools and work their way up. And in the evening session, you'll have these schools that's got 200 to 300 members going out there, and it's really something nice to see. All right, this brings us into our Helenwood Foods out-of-town scoreboard this week at Helenwood Foods. 12-pack Pepsi can products, 2 for $12, and chicken tenders, $3.99. We got some interesting scores around the area.
You got that right. First off, we'll start it over in Region 1 where Happy Valley is all over West Green, which was expected. It's 39-0 there in the second quarter. Barn Burner up at North Green right now. Cloudland leading North Green 30-28. That's in the second quarter. At halftime, Cosby's leading Sunbright 12-0 in that one. But here comes the interesting games that we were talking about. First off, Anderson County leading Union County 21-7. That's nearing the end of the first quarter. Carter up on Austin East 14-0 as well. Cleveland leading Bearden at the half 14-3 in that one. Also, Greenback up on Oakdale right now, 7-0. Alcoa up at the half, 33-0 on Heritage. Maryville takes a 14-10 lead over Science Hill. That's in the second quarter. McMinn Central is up on Tellico Plains, 21-7. That's in second quarter action. But with a minute and a half to play in the second quarter, the game that we circled at the beginning of the broadcast, Polk County at home leading Eagleton 23-7 with a minute and a half to go in the second quarter. Also, Scott High just took the lead at the start of the second quarter there over Meigs County, 14-8. The Highlanders leading Meigs County with 10:55 to go there in the half. Clinton leading South Doyle 14-0 at the half. Coalfield up on Wartburg 28-0 as well.
Thank you both for that. And that was our Helenwood Foods out-of-town scoreboard. Once again this week at Helenwood Foods, chicken tenders $3.99 a pound and 12-pack Pepsi can products 2 for $12. We'll take a break and be back for the second half of this one right after you take a look at this.
Respect, compassion, integrity, commitment, community. Those are a few of the principles that guide Mountain People's Health Councils in everything we do. We respect our patients and their need for quality health care. We have compassion on those that are sick and hurting and need help. We are committed to do everything we can to help those in need. And we're focused on providing our friends, family, and neighbors with the very best health care available.
Home-style cooking with friendly service in a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razax. Razax offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razax has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. Razak's, country cooking and great steaks.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Since 1908, Rogers Group Incorporated has been building more than roads and bridges. We've been building communities. Rogers Group is trusted to deliver the stone, asphalt, concrete, and construction services that keep America moving forward. With over 85 quarries, 55 asphalt plants, 5 concrete plants, and nearly 3,000 dedicated team members across 12 states, we're proud to turn raw stone into the foundation of homes, schools, hospitals, and highways.
And welcome back to Sweetwater. We're just about a minute or two away from the start of the second half of this one. The Indians lead at 3-0. Remind you, coming up at the end of tonight's game, we'll have our Scott Morgan Farmers Co-op play of the game. Trophy Masters will bring you your lineman of the game, and First National Bank will have the player of the game. And we've been looking throughout tonight when we could at our fan of the game, brought to you by the town of Oneida. We've got a few candidates we're looking at, but as Lucas zooms in over there for us, we got a pretty good crowd 2 hours south of Oneida. Had a pretty good crowd travel and follow us in here. But one of those is going to be the lucky recipient of tonight's fan of the game. We're not just going to pick anybody. We always look for somebody that's a little enthusiastic and really getting with it and getting over there, trying to get the Indians fired up, get the crowd fired up, and doing a great job in supporting the Indians. So be looking for that later on tonight as well. And we're about 30 seconds out from the start of the second half of this one.
What? I'm here. I promise.
Tim and them's discussing second half strategy.
We were. But again, I think the biggest thing going into the second half right now is, John L. hit it right on the nose. The very first drive here for Oneida, I think you have to put points up on the board, no doubt about it. And 7 is by far preferred right here whenever you go into this whenever you're starting this second half. The big thing is defensively, Oneida's just got to keep the pace, keep the pattern. Right now they've done a great job here in the first half. Once again, you held Sweetwater to just 15 yards of offense in the first half.
Jonathan Prince getting set to kick it off here for the second half. That's how I got Prince and Paris mixed up, by the way. I just realized that. So Jonathan Prince going to kick it from right to left for the Sweetwater Wildcats. They trail 3-0. Will they try something on the kickoff?
That's always an
position.
Option. Yeah.
Got
to be aware of that. Got to be ready for it.
Prince making his way. No, good deep kickoff. My goodness. Now Oneida's going to field it at the 4, dropped it, picked it back up at the 5-yard line. Now it's Keaton trying to break out to the left side. He will not get away. He gets up to about the 10, maybe the 11-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10.
Yeah, and, I made a comment. These guys are quick. They may not have the size. We probably have them as far as at the line of scrimmage and looking team to team. We probably have a larger size team, but team's quickness is probably going to go to Sweetwater. And a little fumble on a muff on the return right there was just enough for them to get their coverage team down and put us in bad field position.
Oneida kind of starting where they left off the first half. I formation. deep in their own territory at the 11-yard line under center. Brock Ryan turns, gives it, and it's going to be Gilbert at fullback, and Meredith at running back gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and not much more here.
Yeah, just coming off that left side, number 7 there. I think that's the one that's going to get – Nobody touched him. I mean, I don't know if we think that their defensive ends can't get in the backfield that quick and make a play.
That was that outside linebacker just coming on a outside.
And we've missed that all night long.
Yeah.
That's that kid's 10th tackle of the night.
Well, I mean, you see why.
Now pistol formation. Ryan takes the snap, turns, gives Ben Gilbert. Gilbert through the middle. He's up to the 20, out to about the 25-yard line. It's going to be a First National Bank first down. Quick and lengthy run for Ben Gilbert.
You see the overload right there, Mark. Heavy.
And we just collapsed them down. Drayton Wade comes up and makes a heck of a block on that blitzing inside linebacker, picks him up and blows open a big hole for Ben Gilbert. Good job by the offensive line.
Indians instantly create some breathing room for themselves. Now out to the 25-yard line, back to the pistol formation. Brock Ryan taking the snap. Again, Ben Gilbert this time hit at the point of handoff. He'll push it back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more. It will be second down and 10.
So designate one guy. I don't care where he goes. If he goes gets popcorn, you go with him. Old 23 there. Because
Yeomans.
We can't block him. We haven't blocked him. Didn't touch him. He come through the line of scrimmage.
We chose – it almost looked like we chose not to. He went through 3 white shirts, and nobody even chipped him.
We need to choose to block him, John.
Now second down and 10. 10 minutes to go, third quarter, with Oneida leading 3-0. This is the first possession of the second half for the Indians. Snap, Ryan one-hands it, fires it out to Grady Keaton in space to the 30. He's up to the 35-yard line and out to the 38, where it's going to be a First National Bank first down, and despite the calls for the horse collar, there is no flag.
Let's see if he got behind.
Can I protest?
Well, let's see if he done it, really.
Nice job by Brock.
Yeah. Yeah, he did it.
He got his hand
he
right
sure
up in there.
Did. He sure did. They should have called that.
Well, the official was just looking at it. You can't blame him for that.
From the 38-yard line, it's a 1st and 10 for the Indians. Good opening possession. Couple of first downs here. Oneida trying to keep it going from the pistol. Now they shift heavy left side, and Ryan takes the snap, turns, hands it off to Maddox Hutcherson, but he is going to be hit and dropped here by Logan Whaley, a sophomore linebacker.
There's four down linemen in blue. You got 4 linebackers stretched across, and we can't seem to block them. They bring 6.
Gosh.
Those linebackers are cleaning up. They're down 4, are doing a good job of tying our offensive linemen up, and those linebackers are playing cleanup, and they're doing a good job.
Let's see if Oneida can continue to make magic on second down on this drive. Had a good Ben Gilbert run. Had a good pass to Grady Keaton. Here's 2nd and 10, snap, and he gives to Grady Keaton, sweeping off the left side. Keaton will take it up to the 40, out to the 42-yard line, a gain of about 4. Not as magical as the other second downs, but positive yardage. It'll be actually a gain of 3 and a 3rd and 7.
You know, and it didn't look like to me that Grady had anywhere to go. They played this really well.
And right here, guys, he crumpled up pretty hard.
Yeah.
And actually, I think Grady asked to come out this play, so hopefully everything's okay. He's standing over there, but he is bending over. You can see him right there beside the yardstick.
He wouldn't have got anything if it wouldn't have been for Cole Meredith. Cole Meredith come up and made a good block there, Bo.
Absolutely.
Pick up a 4 on the play. It's 3rd down and 6. Oneida needs their own 48 for a fresh set of downs from the shotgun. Ryan looking to throw, rolling to his right, has time again, has some running room, and he's going to take it and run forward, and tripped up as he stretches out to the 49-yard line, but that's enough for a First National Bank first down for Brock Ryan.
Yeah, great job by Brock here.
Look at this block right here by Cole Meredith again.
Yeah, there's another one, Cole Meredith picked that up. But great job reading downfield. Seeing he didn't have anybody open, not just launching one to be launching one. Ryan did a great job and just tucked it in, got what he could.
That move to the inside bought him the first down.
Yeah, he didn't have it. He wasn't going to have it. It looked like the defender was going to come up and put him down short of the sticks. He gave a little inside move, just like you said, Tim, and then went back out, and that was just enough to get him a yard or two more than he needed for first.
From the 49, Oneida trying to get into Sweetwater territory. Cole Meredith asked to do it. He does. He gets across the 50 to the 49. It'll be a gain of 2. And 2nd down and 8 coming up, but Oneida now on the Sweetwater side of the 50.
Backside from 5 yards off the ball, runs the play, and makes the tackle. They've seen that from other teams that we've played. They see that edge coming off untouched against us a lot and making tackles in the backfield.
Yeah, we're week 8, week 9 into the season. We're out there. There's a lot of film on all teams, so they'll play tendencies.
2nd down and 8, Oneida at the 49 of Sweetwater. Shotgun formation here. Gilbert, the running back. Here's the snap. Pitch out to Gilbert on the left side. He's looking for a lane to cut up into. Now drives forward, gets up to the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4 on 2nd down for Ben Gilbert. And it will be 3rd down and 4 for Oneida at the Sweetwater 45.
Love the design, Mark. Quick pitch to the outside. They're trying to cheat you on the inside. Get to the out.
Yeah, but we got –
go ahead. Say it. Come on.
That linebacker continues to flow. I mean, we've seen it. He got a shoulder on him, but then he went to the next level. Stay on that man. Let Ben have that opportunity to beat that secondary.
Your pulling guard can't stop. He's got to go. He's got to turn it upfield and get on somebody. The back just passed him by.
3rd down and 4 from the shotgun. Here's the snap. Ryan looking for the first down. Fires. It's going to be complete. Oneida makes the catch, Grady Keaton. He'll step out of bounds as he gets inside the 35-yard line. Waylon Hill on the first down reception. And that's going to be another First National Bank first down as Oneida has taken more than half of the 3rd quarter to move it here to the 36.
Yeah, just a little pitch and catch. Sit down on the sticks, right? They giving you a little bit of cushion. Nice job by Hill and the quarterback, Ryan. Little pitch and catch.
Nice job by Waylon Hill. Again, he didn't get that knee down. He just squatted down, made sure that play could continue on down the field. He was able to get,
even if he did, Bo, he was past the sticks.
He was.
Pistol formation. Here's the snap. Turning, giving Maddox Hutcherson looking for room on that right side. He's able to grind forward for a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9 as we move down. The next snap will be inside 5 minutes in the 3rd quarter.
High snap almost cost us a little bobble and a fumble right here, guys. I don't know if we'll see the replay. Guess not. Thank you, Kevin. High snap. Not as high as I thought, but you could see right there it almost came out, did the ball. Very fortunate for Oneida.
I like the fact that Maddox is still falling forward, though, too. He's trying to eke out every inch that he can, even though he's got 2 dragging him right there.
First downs have been tough. We haven't got much.
8 of them.
Hutcherson remains the running back. 2nd down and 9 from the pistol. Brock Ryan takes the snap. Hutcherson now on the left side. Dances through a window. Gets inside the 35-yard line. Still on his feet down to the 32, close to the 31. So a gain of right at 4 will bring up a 3rd and 5.
2-play territory, I think. And keep doing what you're doing. Keep trying to mash on them. Spread them out a little bit. Hand the ball off up underneath, straight ahead, block big on big, and get a first down. You've got 2 plays to get 5 yards.
13th play of the drive coming up right here.
And Hutcherson leaning forward to get an extra yard there, just like Bo was saying.
From the 31, Meredith, the running back now. From the pistol formation, Ryan. He's looking to throw, moving to his right, has some pressure, now sees a lane to run in, gets inside the 30, down to the 25-yard line, and then it's going to be stacked up at about the 24, 23. It's going to be a First National Bank first down, the 2nd running first down for the Oneida quarterback, Brock Ryan.
Heads-up play by Ryan right there, getting outside the pocket, John.
Yeah, but my goodness, that's a massive humanity right there laying on your starting quarterback and in a non-region game, and got 2 big region games to finish this season out. And but doing what he had to do to get first down, yes.
Put the backup in, I guess. Gone. We can't have that.
From the 23.
Spoken like a lineman.
Oneida will have a 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Indians at the 23-yard line. Meredith remains the running back. He's to the left in the shotgun of Ryan. Taking the snap, pitch is out to Meredith. Meredith looking, puts his foot in the ground.
Yep,
now
there
the
it
flag
is.
does come in. A good run by Cole, but it's going to be negated by this hold out on the left side, and it will come back. Looks like the flag's right down at the line of scrimmage, so a 1st and 10 is going to be a 1st and 20.
Almost sold it, but we had 2 people out there, and you just can't extend your arms. You can't extend your hands. Can't get it wrapped around. It wasn't much of anything.
Where was it at?
Yeah.
I think they called it on Grady.
That's
right there,
horrible.
To be honest, I think that's where it got called, though.
His hands was on him, but he didn't have a hold.
I agree. Maybe that's what they're discussing, Mark. Maybe they're going to pick it up.
Yeah.
I think they're just talking about
They're going to
where.
pick it up all right after they mark it off.
I was being hopeful.
Look at it one more
guys.
time, Kevin. Let's watch
Yeah,
Grady
Kevin.
out on that
I think it's
side.
the wrap. I think the arm gets inside the belly, and it kind of makes it look like you're holding them.
Like you're
And
hugging
there
them.
probably wasn't.
That's a hug.
But the official is seeing it from the backside. See, there's nothing there really.
I hate seeing it from there.
So a 1st and 20 now for the Indians at the 32-yard line.
I thought that was just a bad call.
It wasn't much, was it? It
No.
really wasn't after you look
No.
at it. But I'm sure, the official, like I said, it looks to him like it's a wrap.
When have you ever?
Yeah, that is.
What's wrong with you?
I'm just going against you.
Oh, okay.
Ben Gilbert,
Feel
the
better
running
now.
back from the pistol on 1st and 20. Here's the snap. Little misdirection. They fake to Ben, give to Grady Keaton.
there
The flag
comes
comes in
another
on the
flag.
backside as Grady is taken down following a gain of about 9.
Now you can lose your mind. Now you can lose your
That
mind.
right there was closer to a penalty than the holding.
At the 33.
Now you can lose your mind. You'll see it
No,
right
wait.
here. Is that the hold right there?
Right
Oh, my
there.
goodness. No
It was
way
a
that's
block-
the one that they
no,
call,
it's
is it?
blocking the back right there.
Okay.
He turned. I don't know who it was on, but he turned. The defender turned right as our whoever it was.
Oh, they
got
called
into
a
it.
hold.
On who?
That was the penalty that was called
I
on the
think it was
field.
on our lineman in the backfield.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Back to the 42. It's 1st and 30. Wow, this drive
Right where we want them.
was moving great until a couple of holding penalties and huge
non-holding
damage.
non-holding penalties.
They're going to mess around and we're going to throw it.
That's our 6th penalty now here in the game for 55 yards, gentlemen.
2.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Oneida with a 1st and 30. To get a first down, they got to get to the 13-yard line of Sweetwater from the shotgun. Here is the pitch. It's going to be Grady Keaton sweeping off to the right. Stiff arms, stretching forward. He'll have no gain on the play, and it will be 2nd down and 30.
I think I know what Mark's going to say right here. Cut inside that man right there.
No, that wasn't what I was going to say.
Okay.
It was a pass. That is a pass.
It is a
Mark.
pass, yes, but
Yeah, it was a pass 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and it's 2nd down and 30.
Increments, baby steps.
Yeah.
Minute 45. Now it's 2nd down and 30.
Now it's 2nd and 30.
From the 43. Shotgun formation, Ryan to his left. Ben Gilbert. Tight, set. Here's the snap. Ryan dropping back, looking, firing down the middle for Drayton Wade.
We had it.
Just
It was there.
a bit high for Drayton. Yeah, that would have been about half of it, wouldn't it?
And it look at the ball leaving the quarterback's hands. I think he lost the grip right as he went to throw. I think it slipped out of his hand. He had to step up right here. Look, it just
fluttered
a
on
funny
him.
turn.
Fluttered on
I
him,
see
yeah.
what you're talking
We
about
got
there
number
now.
7 running down the sideline.
Waylon Hill just trucking it down through there, too. Yeah.
Maybe that.
But he was open. Drayton Wade was open.
That may be
Yeah.
what caused the slip in his mind. He may have
In
at the
his-
last
may have-
moment seen William.
Very well could have.
We talked about that seam pattern, though, right there down the hash marks.
Now a 3rd and 30. Oneida's got to have the 13 for a first down. From the shotgun, Ryan dropping back. Now stepping forward. Now he's going to be sacked back at midfield. So a promising drive to start this 3rd quarter for Oneida has devolved into a 4th down and 37 situation that is going to see the Indians forced to punt. And it'll be inside a minute in the 3rd. Sweetwater will get the football, and Oneida will maintain a 3-0 lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I got home with 4, but, they're just pinning their ears back and coming.
Gilbert stands at his own 38-yard line.
Got to have some urgency here on this punt. You got to get it away.
Jeremiah Paris deep to return. High snap. Gilbert gets it. And now Paris running to his right at the 10. He sees it roll. And Oneida's going to stop it at the 1.
Good pursuit down the field.
Nice play.
Wow. That is a nice job. Great execution by the Indians.
Is that Grady Keaton?
Who ran it down?
I think it was
Grady Keaton.
Yep.
He just angled it towards the sideline right there and got a good roll. Down inside the
mercy.
And the clock's still running. I was going to say, the clock's still running. They let it go down to 23 seconds.
Let it run. Let it run.
If that's the case, but think about that. That means we've milked off 11 and a half minutes on that 16-play drive.
Sweetwater will start from their 1 with their first possession of the second half.
It's 8:30 in the p.m. We normally are just getting done with first quarter.
Dacus will be under center. Miser and Paris behind him.
They're going to reset the clock.
Miser and Paris will be split behind Dacus.
That would make Heath Sexton proud, burning that much time off, not allowing the other team to have it.
Hey, remember what happened the last time we had an opponent there on their own 1?
I'm looking for an inside stunt.
Yep, that is true.
Just saying.
This opponent may not drop back to pass.
They may not, but if that inside stunt may still catch them a little bit surprised in the backfield.
We'll see if it's the same play call.
Well, we have a discussion going on among the officials down here at the 10-yard line.
How bad they stink.
I think it's going. I think they're going to move the clock to about 37 seconds. I believe, guys.
Mark.
Applebee's or Longhorn after the game, guys? I don't know.
As long as they got a good big old hamburger. Get on my belly.
He's talking about
39.
the officials, not you.
Oh.
Selfishness.
Thinking about eating is what I'm thinking
Always.
about.
39 seconds. They added on 16 seconds.
I'm so glad we got that worked out.
And now Dacus will be under center. Miser, Paris behind him, and movement. What's it going to cost?
It's going to cost them
6 inches.
Half a yard?
18 inches.
Math.
So that'll move it down near the goal line. Boy, that was a big step.
That's what I'm talking about, boys.
No margin for error here for the Sweetwater Wildcats.
Bobbled snap.
And Mark Scorigami, I don't think we've ever called a game that ended 5-0, but that presents itself right here.
Tickle me to death.
I'd take it.
Yes, sir.
And here we go. Dacus under center with a split backfield. Turns and gears.
Whoa! There it is!
Backfield, and it's a safety.
I believe it was the same play call on, guys.
And look who it was. Pretty sure it was Maddox Hutcherson and Ruger West in the backfield.
Maddox told me.
I think you may have had Harper in there as well, 23 right there. He's making an impact, but
Oh, listen. They wouldn't have got past old Hart. He
set
stood
the
that
edge.
Yeah, he set the edge, stood that kid up in the backfield, was in the end zone, and the running back had nowhere to go.
All right.
Great job. Great job.
Oh, the old 5-0.
About to go into the bottom of the fourth, up 5-0.
If they get a safety, then we're going to have to bring in our closer for the save. 33 seconds to go in the third quarter, and the Indians with a very nice response.
Touchdown still beats you, though.
Starts with a great punt from Ben Gilbert, absolute hustle and heart and mind from Grady Keaton, and then the defense polishes it off.
But keep in mind, we're getting the ball back, and we
probably going
to 11 and a half minutes almost.
There was 39 seconds left to go, so they've held the ball for 6 seconds here in the second half.
Plus, they have to kick it from their own 20.
Mm-hmm.
Punt it from their own 20.
No, they're going to kick it. They're going to allow them.
You're
allowed to
okay.
kick.
I mean, we're the guests. We're awful stingy with time.
Good, isn't it?
That was a joke.
That's not very nice.
Matter of fact, we've held the
ball.
ball.
It was funny.
We've held the ball for 25 minutes already in this ball game.
Jonathan Prince will kick it off. A couple of Indians are at their deepest at their own 20. We've bobbled on a couple of returns. Let's see. If they can catch it, get a good return out of it, it's going to be Grady Keaton. He's up to the 30, to the 35-yard line. Makes a man miss to the 40, 45, 50, dancing, tight roping, and steps out of bounds in Sweetwater territory. They'll place it at the 44-yard line where the Indians will have it 1st and 10, and 25 seconds remain on the third quarter clock.
Look at the balance of this young man down the sideline. He got 8 more yards tight roping that sideline.
Actually, the 42 is where it's going to be.
Every time he catches the football, he's just a breath away from scoring.
He's dynamic.
He is.
He's just so dynamic.
Yeah.
So now, 1st and 10 Indians at the 42-yard line. Stay away from the penalties on this drive, and I think we're in good shape. From the pistol formation, Gilbert, the running back, and this is Ryan taking the snap, gives to Gilbert. Through the middle, he's down to the 35-yard line, cuts out to the left, to the 30, to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Ben Gilbert. No flags.
Watch it. When we see this replay, watch the line of scrimmage, watch the point of attack. Blew it up. Right there. Everything got blown up.
Look at him go to the outside. Patience. Yeah. Just finds that open space.
Got to the second level, took out them linebackers, something we hadn't done all night. The point of attack was won at every spot, every level.
I want to see that again and right after our break, Kevin. Okay. I want to show everybody the block Brady Burke made.
A.J. Harper to hold the extra point from Amarian Kidd. It's 11-0 right now. The kick from Kidd is on the way, and this kick is good. We take the break with your score. Oneida 12, Sweetwater 0.
Scenic Foods is about freshness. With meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables. And of course, a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings. As well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Man.
Well, Kevin, are you going to welcome us back?
No, that ain't my job. Been busy trying to find this replay.
Well, I'm trying to find a job that you'll do.
Or at least do well.
I'm sorry, Kevin. I'm sorry you suck.
He's sorry we're back.
I'm sorry you're terrible.
Tough crowd in this private suite tonight.
Isn't it good to have everybody back, Kev?
Yeah, hold on. Let me do it this way.
What are you?
That's all right. We get set to kick it off.
Never mind.
And it's going to be Amarian Kidd to kick it off. It's a 12-0 game with 13 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Sweetwater, sense of urgency ticks up here as they get the return going up to the 30-yard line, out to about the 33, where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Landon Dacus on the return.
And the way our defense has been playing, fellas, that Sweetwater's got to be scratching their head. How are we going to move the football on this bunch?
Yeah, it's not an offense designed to come from behind necessarily.
Not from what we've seen so far, no. Now, they had a good 2-minute drive to end the half, but I don't see us playing in that prevent, sit back style anymore. I mean, we've got a 12-point lead. We're probably going to come a little more, if anything else.
Dacus under center, Miser behind him, 2 receivers to the left. One of them is in motion. And then the fire out to the left side. It's going to be Stiles making the catch. He's up to the 40. Going to be brought down as he gets to the 46-yard line. Isaiah Stiles on the reception. Gets out of bounds and stops the clock with 1.2 seconds in the third. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 45.
And this is what their offense needs to do, is get their playmakers the ball out in space where they can make a play. And he made a pretty good play right there.
And our corners and safety looked a little bit indecisive on who they had in that set.
Dacus under center, taking the snap, looking to throw again. Fires off to the left. Stiles comes back, makes a nice catch. He's slowed down, but he spins out of a would-be tackle, gets forward to the Oneida 45-yard line, and likely a fresh set of downs, and the end of the third quarter has come. When we return, Oneida leads 12-0. Sweetwater with the football at the Oneida 45. Your score, Oneida 12, Sweetwater 0.
Danny's Drugs has been dedicated to providing patients with quality healthcare services since 1966. From our beginnings as a fountain drugstore to our current location on the 4th Lane in Oneida, one thing has remained the same: exceptional service. Our staff of highly motivated and carefully trained professionals understand your needs and respond to them in a personal and friendly manner. Our staff works together as a team to provide the finest patient care available. That's Danny's Drugs, putting patients first since 1966.
We ain't going to have time for the replay.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter set to get underway. Oneida with a 12-0 lead. Sweetwater at the Oneida 45-yard line. Feeling some pressure. This is going to be Dacus taking the snap, handing off to Miser. Sheds 2 tackles, spins out of another, and gets down inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line. Good run on first down.
Good hard run. And finish right here at the end.
So
Lance Miser.
So their offense has found a little bit of something with the pass game, and we may adjust it a little bit to it. Now they've come back to the inside run game. It's just a 2-score football game. The whole fourth quarter left, so we may have us a game now.
Dacus under center, Miser behind him. 3 receivers off to the right. He's going to give the swing pass out, and this is going to be Paris. Now cutting at the 30-yard line down to the 27. Jeremiah Paris picks up a fresh set of downs for Sweetwater, and they are cooking right now with 11 minutes to go.
Yeah, they're getting those playmakers on the edge, man, where they've got the advantage and picking up some good yards, getting down there, inside the 30-yard line.
Now Dacus once again will be under center. Paris in the slot to the right, Styles wide right, Miser behind him. He's dropping back looking to throw, stops going deep down the right side for Styles, and it's going to be incomplete, knocked away by Grady Keaton. Good defense.
Oh, wow. Yep, it was. Running with him stride for stride and got that left hand up at the last second. Not sure if he didn't poke it away.
Yeah, I think he tipped it.
Drayton Wade coming off the edge there.
I think he was trying to make sure he wasn't going to get hit for a roughing the passer.
He had a knockout shot right there.
Yes, he did.
But he pulled up there.
Probably smart play though.
Probably, yes.
Second down and 10. Now Dacus under center brings a man in motion, hands it off. This is going to be Paris. Paris is going to be hit and runs into a brick wall. Is immediately stopped by Zachary and taken backward for the.
That's one of the Hill boys, I think.
Zachary and Waylon Hill, yeah, both.
Yeah, you're not going to win that battle a whole lot.
It is a gain on the play on second down of about 3, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, Zachary was the one over there on the edge being held.
Yeah.
They had a big handful of jersey.
I see. It did initiate with the Hill, though.
Mm-hmm.
Was that Waylon?
Waylon, yes, sir.
So 3rd down and 7. They need the Oneida 18-yard line.
The quick passing game has been their friend on this drive.
Dacus stepping back. Busted play. Looks like he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to stretch out and have, I think, a 1st down for Sweetwater. Great job by the quarterback, Nolan Dacus, when it looked like somebody wasn't there for him, and he made a 1st down anyway.
Lost containment somehow, some way. And the 2 running backs just got out and became lead blockers and took out the linebacker. And fortunately, we were able to get him on the ground for us anymore.
Looked like he was going to try. He was faking it to the right and then going to spin and pitch it back out to the left. And he's seen that outside linebacker and defensive end crashing down in on him and just turned it upfield.
From the 16, Dacus turns, gives a little misdirection to Miser. Miser's going to stretch down to the 11-yard line. That's a 5-yard gain for Lance Miser. It'll be a 2nd down and 5 at the 11.
Nice tackle by Zachary, but nice job to reposition his hands right here and not get called for a penalty. He's got him in the back. Nope, change it up. Brings him down. had a horse collar if he'd have tackled him with his first grasp.
So now 2nd down and 5 at the 11-yard line. Dacus brings a man in motion. That is Paris in the slot right. Miser dotting the backfield. Now it's Dacus firing on the out. It's going to be complete. They can't get him to the ground as he stretches inside the 2, down inside the 1. It'll be 1st and goal on a big reception and run by Gus Campbell.
What a response by Sweetwater. Had done nothing all night long in the form of offense, and they drove this thing right down to the goal line.
Yeah, they got us on our heels for sure.
It's 6 inches from being across, guys.
Clock rolls with 8.5 to play.
And we're kind of, with a 12-point lead here in the fourth quarter, we're kind of playing prevent style. We're giving a little bit of ground to the receivers.
Dacus with Miser behind him. Dacus trying to sneak it in, almost
I don't think he got it, boys.
The official does not signal him in yet.
Whistle should have blown long before.
A whistle. It is a touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
So he got in late signal. And
I mean, we got in behind him and was pulling him back.
That should have been done right there.
Yeah. They allowed that thing to go on forward right there. There's no way.
His forward progress was stopped, and they should have stopped the play. But
Jonathan Prince will attempt the extra point. The hold will be Nolan Dacus. All-important extra point from Prince. It's on the way, and this kick is good. 8:11 to play. Time out on the field, your score, Oneida 12, Sweetwater 7.
Home-style cooking with friendly service in a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razax. Razax offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razax has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. Razax. Country cooking and great steaks.
Welcome back to Sweetwater in this game with Oneida's heroics late in the third, and Sweetwater with a strong drive to start the fourth has taken a turn. 3-0 most of the night. Indians come up with a safety and then a touchdown, and now Sweetwater has answered. It is 12-7 with 8 minutes and 11 seconds remaining. Israel Turner deep to return. Oneida expecting possible shenanigans from Sweetwater here on the kickoff.
Got to absolutely be prepared for that.
Prince works his way to the football, and it's high, end over ending its way. Turner backing up. Has it for a moment, picks it up now. He's at the 6, making a move, trying to stretch it forward as best as he can. He gets to the 10. So Oneida's starting field position to start the second half was their 11, and they had a pretty good march going on until some penalties slowed them down. Now they start at their own 10 with 8:04 to play, trying to salt away victory number 5, but a lot of time on that clock and a 5-point lead.
I guess that was going to be my comment, guys, is we got to stay away from the penalties on this drive. We got to, just play the down and distance and
be disciplined.
Yeah.
What you got to do.
This is a game. This is a game-winning drive. This is what you got to look at.
Pistol formation. Ryan behind him, being Gilbert. They're showing the blitz. He hands it off to Gilbert. Gilbert ball's on the ground. It's going to be picked up by Sweetwater. They're spinning into the end zone for a touchdown and the lead. I believe it was Bryson Bono.
And just like that,
who picks it up and takes it into the end zone for the Sweetwater score.
He just got a big paw on the football, knocked it free out of there, picked it up, and now they're in the lead, boys.
My goodness, the way this game has turned. With 7:55 to go, if you're Sweetwater, you go for 2.
Yeah, it was 12-0 4.5 minutes ago. Well, 4 minutes ago, right?
Yeah.
And so now the Wildcats going to come out with their best 2-point play here with 7:55 remaining.
And it's not like we've been an offensive juggernaut tonight.
No, we hit on a big play for a touchdown.
Yeah.
And
and then it's like we've shut it down after that.
What's your response to adversity?
Yeah.
Indians going to be tested here. Sweetwater quick on the ball. Miser, the running back behind Dacus. Going for two. Dacus, he's looking to throw for it. Pumps. Now he sees a running alley, and he gets the 2-point conversion. With 7:55 to play, we take the break. Your score, it is Sweetwater 15 and Oneida 12.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Welcome back to Sweetwater. If you stepped away about 15 minutes ago and stepped back in, you're wondering what in the world's going on.
Yeah.
Well, the tables have turned. Sweetwater came up with a strong drive and an answer, and then they turned the Indians over and score a touchdown on the turnover.
Scoop and score.
And now they lead 15-12 after successfully going for 2 points. A couple of 4-3 teams here trying to get some momentum into the last 2 weeks. Both have, the Indians are going to be in the playoffs in a 4-team region. Sweetwater has aspirations for playoffs, and they have been on a streak of playing pretty well lately, with the exception of the first 3 quarters tonight, I guess. Fourth quarter they have owned. Here's the kickoff, end over ending its way down, and the Indians will see it bounce into the end zone and out of bounds for a touchback.
What a weapon that kicker is. My goodness.
7:55 to play.
Ton of time.
Oneida's Amorian Kidd hit a 32-yard field goal earlier. And, Bo, remind people of Amorian's comfort range.
I actually saw a video of him from practice on Thursday, hit one from 47. So I think anything inside 40, I think you feel comfortable with.
And that young man had never kicked a field goal until he hit the game winner earlier in the year, right?
Got it.
In a
game.
competitive play,
Competitive play, yeah.
From the 20-yard line, the pistol formation.
No, that was his first field goal.
Meredith, the running back. There's the snap give. Meredith off the right side.
Oh,
Ball is on the ground, and Sweetwater has recovered it at the 26-yard line.
Got to value the football. Wow.
Back-to-back fumbles for the Indian offense, and now the Indian defense.
And
when they last took the field, they had just surrendered the first 6 points of the game. Now they find themselves against the wall.
Wow. Got to stand up if you're the defense right here. This thing will get away if they stick it in the end zone.
So now Dacus breaks the huddle at the Oneida 26-yard line. Split backfield, takes the snap. Here's the pitch, sweeping off to the right. This is Paris trying to find a place to plant his foot and drive forward, and he will get inside the 25 to about the 24. About a 2-yard gain for Jeremiah Paris here. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Just a quick pitch, and then you got all kinds of lead blockers out in front, just a sweep. And Oneida doing a good job of picking their way to the running back and keeping it to a minimal gain. But, you know, you're playing against the offense, but you're also playing against that game clock as it rolls down, and that's what Sweetwater would love nothing more to do than take a bunch of time here.
You certainly have to think they're in field goal range, too.
On 2nd and 8, Dacus hands it off, and this is going to be sweep to the right, and that's Paris once again as he gets down around the 20, close to the 19.
Stay in bounds.
And that will go for a gain of right at, we'll call it 6, make it 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, Tim, if the folks left the game when it was 12-0 at the end of the third, 3 quarters at Oneida dominated. And then the last 5 minutes of this game have been total Sweetwater.
3rd and 3. His stepping out of bounds did stop the clock at 7:01. Now on 3rd and 3, Miser, the running back. Dacus turns, gives to Miser. Quick hitter in the middle. He's spinning, needs 3 yards. He's got it as he gets all the way down inside the 15 to the 14 for a Sweetwater first down.
And I think what they're doing, guys, in the first half, they were exclusively 1, possibly 2 receiver sets. That's all we saw from them. Now they're spreading us out. That was a trips to the left. They're kind of spreading us out to run. Not that they can't throw. We did see the throw game at the end of the second half, or the end of the second quarter, and in their drive to score a few minutes ago. But they are spreading us out to run.
Dacus on 1st and 10, ball just inside the 15-yard line. And he's looking to throw, dumps it off out on the left side, and it's going to be Paris taken down by Ben Gilbert. He picks up about 3 on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 7. About to hit 6 minutes to go in this game with Oneida trailing now by 3.
Yeah, Dacus now 11 of 13 through the air. It's only for 87 yards. They only have 95 on the night offensively.
But it's effective.
But it's been effective.
And his throwing motion, I mean, it takes a long time to deliver. Our lineman, and I thought Wade almost got a block right there. The linemen need to get their hands up. He's not as tall as a lot of quarterbacks. You got to get your hands up when he throws.
Dacus brings a man in motion. Now hands it off, and it's going to be Paris trying to sweep off and get something. Now taken down for a loss back to the original line of scrimmage, which is the 15.
Grady Keaton's holding his back.
Hopefully, I think he may have fell on the guy or the football right there, maybe got some air knocked out of him. Hopefully that's all it is.
Clock runs with 5:15 to play. It's going to be a 3rd down and 11. Big 3rd down here for the Oneida defense. Ball's on the right hash mark. They'll snap it. The next time they snap it, it's inside 5 minutes to play.
Not doing anything fancy either. I mean, they're just little handoffs up underneath and getting 3 or 4 yards a lick and then throwing it out, little screen routes out to the outside.
Oneida's got to keep everything in front of them. Probably looking at 2-down territory. A field goal just puts you up 6.
Sweetwater has to get to the 5, and here's Dacus turning, handing off to Mize. Mize spinning, driving forward, stays on his feet and goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Sweetwater with 4:36 to play. The Wildcats, once they came alive, looked like they're going to come away with a big comeback win here tonight.
We sent our linebacker on a stunt and guessed in the wrong gap. They went opposite of the stunt, went to the house.
That is 21 unanswered points in less than 8 minutes.
Gut-wrenching.
So now the extra point attempt for Jonathan Prince. Kick is on the way, and this kick is good. It's a 10-point game, 4:36 to go. Oneida will get the kickoff when we come back.
The superior technology of fiber optics carries a communication signal that is more robust and reliable than older technologies. Connecting homes and businesses directly to fiber optic networks enables enormous improvements in what bandwidth devices are capable of delivering. Experience Highland Communications' world-class broadband, delivered over Highland Telephone Cooperative's fiber optic network to make your online experience extraordinary. Highland Telephone and Highland Communications. World-class connections with a local, hometown touch.
Welcome back to Sweetwater. 4:36 to play, and the Sweetwater Wildcats, who were down 12-0 early in the fourth quarter, have scored 22 unanswered, Bo.
Yeah, just gut-wrenching here in the fourth quarter. If you're a fan of the Indians right now, you hope and pray that you see a big-time special teams play right here if you're the Indians.
Jonathan Prince going to kick it off. Last 2 possessions for the Indians have ended in fumbles, back-to-back, to get Sweetwater to this point. And now Prince going to make his way to the football. High end-over-ending kick, and Keaton has it at the 10, 15, out to the 20. 25-yard line. He's at the 30. He's up to the 40. Makes a move. 45. He's up to the 50. To 45 to the 40. And out of bounds at about the 38. So Bo asked for a big special team play, and he receives one here on the Grady Keaton kick return.
Just a nice return. Patient and then explosiveness. Up the sideline, makes a move, makes a guy miss, and he gets everything he can, and then that's a sure tackle right there along the sideline.
Now Oneida with some urgency with 4:26 to play from the Sweetwater 38-yard line. Working from the shotgun will be Ryan.
I think they're going to read pass and pin their ears, so our offensive line's got to block well.
Ryan takes the snap, fires to the right. It's going to be complete. Oneida takes what would have been a little 7-yard hitch, turns it into a First National Bank first down, stops the clock for the moving of the chains.
Yeah, I think they thought we was going to step out of bounds, and our receiver said, nope, I'm going to plow over a couple of guys.
William Hill.
He may be a little dinged up from that as well, but he's staying in.
Meredith, the running back to the left. Now from the 25-yard line, 27-yard line. Here's the snap. Ryan rolling to his left, fires, and it's going to be Drayton Wade. Hit as the ball arrived. It is knocked incomplete, stops the clock with 3:56 to go. It'll make it 2nd down and 10.
Turned his eyes upfield a little too early, I believe.
I think he heard some footsteps coming. He's a little bit behind him as well, and he kind of patted himself on the helmet because he knows he should have probably made that catch, but it would have been for minimal gain.
Now from the 27, it is going to be 2nd down and 10. Ryan from the shotgun. Taking the snap. Looking right, fires. It's going to be caught at about the 30-yard line. Once again, I believe that's William Hill.
It is.
And that will make it a 3rd down and 4. Clock rolls with 3:40 remaining. From the 20-yard line, Oneida needs the 16 for a fresh set of downs.
Still a lot of time. 2-score game. Got to get on line of scrimmage out there.
So now Ryan on 3rd down and 4 takes the snap. Looking to Hill again. This time William Hill gets out of bounds with a First National Bank first down, stopping the clock with 3:18 to play. Oneida still with all 3 timeouts, right, Bo?
Correct.
Yeah, they're going to let us have that underneath stuff with a 10-point lead.
And the thing is, we get the first down, which is a new set of downs, 1st down and 10 right here. Now we can take maybe a couple of shots to the end zone.
From the 15-yard line with 3:18 to play. Ryan looking left, stepping back, a little bit of pressure. Now he's flushed. Now he dumps it off to Drayton Wade. He's down to the 10, down to the 5, and into the end zone.
Yep.
Touchdown, Indians. I didn't see the signal initially, but that's a good, quick answer that the Indians needed to make it a 4-point game. And now Maureen Kidd will come out for the extra point attempt. And then Oneida will decide, are we going to kick it off regular and use the 3 timeouts, or are we going to kick it onside?
I think you kick it regular.
Yeah, I think you kick off to them and use your timeouts, but you got to get a stop. If you don't, game's over.
What do you do, Mark?
3:12. They can run it out. A couple of first downs, so.
Extra point is good. We got a 3-point game again. Stay with us. 3:12 to play. It's Sweetwater 22, Oneida 19.
One thing I love about UCB is that they don't automatically default to no. I think a lot of people think that they shouldn't even come in and talk to us if they're not in the best financial situation that they've ever been in. And that's just simply not the case. I had a customer just yesterday who came in needing home repairs, thought, this is probably going to be a no because I don't have the best score right now, but we were able to consider every factor and get some additional documentation, and we were able to get the loan approved.
Welcome back to Sweetwater. What a 4th quarter. It's a 3-point game again. 3:12 to play. Oneida packing all of their timeouts with them as they decide what to do on this kickoff. They've just driven the field for a touchdown score to Drayton Wade from Brock Ryan that covered about 15 yards.
15 exactly.
If Lucas can get the shot there, the guys in blue, they're expecting an onside kick. They've got everybody up close to the line of scrimmage, and that's what they're fully expecting. And our guys are bunched up like it's an onside kick, so we'll see.
Amarian is setting the football the way he wants to.
He can go either left or right to whichever bunch, and usually you have some guys taking out guys as lead blockers, and then there's a scrum.
Here it is. The kick is an onside attempt. It is bouncing, and Sweetwater has recovered it at the 49-yard line. So the Indians will have 3 timeouts to use, and they will be in must-stop territory against the Sweetwater Wildcats.
So roll of the dice. I mean, if you do the onside, you're giving up field position if they give it. If you kick off deep, either way you got to use your timeouts.
Either way, you got to stop them, or it don't matter what you do.
And you got to get a stop with those timeouts.
Yep. At the 49-yard line on their own side of the 50, Sweetwater with the football. Dacus, the quarterback, will be under center with Miser behind him. Paris offset to the right. Here's the snap. The misdirection to Miser. Miser's going to be hit as he crosses the 50. He picks up 2 yards, pays for it with a hard stick. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Oneida will not burn a timeout yet. They would like to hang on to 1. It's going to go for about a 3-yard gain, 1 at least, I would think.
Hutcherson up there with the stop.
Can Oneida create a turnover here?
Man, would that be big.
And then so time's being kept on the field, so you'll look to one of the officials. He'll make a hand motion the last 5 seconds.
2nd down and 3. Dacus standing to watch that official now. And now the count is on. Dacus on 2nd down and 7 brings a man in motion. And this is going to be Paris trying to get out to the corner. Paris out to the 45, stays on his feet to the 41, and that's probably going to be a 1st down. And Oneida's going to burn the timeout with 2:05 to play.
And stays in bounds. Big.
Yep.
Heads up play.
So a 1st and 10, and the Indians burn a timeout. That's a Farm Bureau timeout. We'll take the break. Your score, Sweetwater 22, Oneida 19.
Congratulations to the South Fork Physical Therapy Class of 2026. Through the years, it has been our privilege to be a part of these young people's lives. To all of these seniors, Highlanders, and Indians, we wish you a lifetime of health and happiness. Thank you for allowing South Fork Physical Therapy to be a part of your journey.
Welcome back to Sweetwater. As we come out of a Farm Bureau timeout, Nick Price is your agency manager. Give him a call at 423-569-5118.
2:02 to play, and now Oneida to have any chance, must not allow Sweetwater another 1st down. Indians down to 2 timeouts. Sweetwater 1st and 10 at the Oneida 40-yard line.
You're looking for a turnover, a takeaway, anything. I don't think they're going to look to throw it here, Sweetwater. You got to gamble that they're probably going to run it.
Under center, Dacus brings a man in motion, hands it off, and this is going to be Paris stopped, and immediately the clock is stopped with 1:55 to go. Farm Bureau timeout, Sweetwater 22, Oneida 19.
A local bank puts its customers first.
A local bank is committed to giving back and being a community partner.
A local bank is with you every step of the way and celebrates your success.
A local bank is a familiar face that treats you like family.
A local bank is big enough to serve you and small enough to know you by name.
For 120 years, First National Bank has been Scott County's local bank. First National Bank, your family, your future, your bank.
Welcome back from a Farm Bureau timeout. Once again, Nick Price is your agency manager, 423-569-5118.
We return to the reservation next week for the final home game, senior night, a much more important game because it's a region game. But Oneida in this one had the game in their grasp, and they're trying to grasp back to a position where they can give themselves a chance. Got to have a stop here on 2nd down and 10 with Sweetwater at the Oneida 40. Oneida with 1 timeout remaining. And here is Dacus handing off to Miser. Miser's dropped. Timeout by the Indians with 1:51. The clock is stopped. That's the last time the Indians can stop it, and it's the last Farm Bureau timeout for them. Sweetwater 22, Oneida 19.
If you're a DIYer, Lumber King is your supplier. Equipment and tools? We got it. Paint and cleaning supplies? We got it. Rugged apparel and lawn care? We got that too. Visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee to make all your DIY dreams come true.
Welcome back to Sweetwater. Minute 51 to go. Sweetwater, Oneida without timeout. Sweetwater 3rd and 10.
And we're up here trying to do math.
Yeah.
And
Oneida's going to basically, if you can get a stop right here.
You might get a minute.
About a minute.
Including their punt to you.
Correct.
Yeah.
If they choose to
But
punt.
you got to stop them. You got to stop them.
Got to stop them. That's right.
Dacus under center takes the snap. Little misdirection. And it's going to be Miser. Nothing there.
They're going to call a face mask.
Where? I didn't.
Jesse.
Oh, there is a flag, yep.
I think they're going to call face mask on Jesse right there as he was going through the hole.
He said it was a face mask.
That's a ball game, boys.
That is the ball game with 1:44 to play. So the penalties that stopped the first Oneida drive of the second half.
It was.
And it will end on a penalty here. Sweetwater will get a 1st and 10 on the face mask from the Indians. And this game will be over as Sweetwater can choose to just kneel it out if that's their choice. You would think that's what they would do. So the Indians, who at one point led 12-0 in this quarter.
12 minutes.
Yeah. To start of the fourth quarter, we were up 12-0. They scored. We had the ball still with a 5-point lead and went to fumble it 2 straight offensive plays in a row.
One was returned for a touchdown, the first one.
The first one returned for a touchdown, and the next time we got the ball, we fumbled it right back to them, and that led to points for Sweetwater as well. Turnovers will be what Coach May comes up here and discusses, and finishing.
Dacus takes the snap, and the clock will roll inside a minute here on this one.
Frustration being shown a little bit. Got to be careful. Finish strong.
As I said, the Indians will drop to 4-4 now, and they will return home next week. Next week's much more important. Certainly you don't want to do anything now that would get you tossed for a half next week, right?
Absolutely.
That's what John's saying. And Polk County comes to town, and they were playing pretty well when last week peeked into the Ellenwood Foods out-of-town scoreboard. So we'll find out in the post game. Once again, it is some extracurricular. No flags are thrown.
Nope.
Both teams have bigger things to play for next week. And this one is not in question either. As the clock ticks down, it's going to be a win for the Sweetwater Wildcats here on their home turf. So Oneida came in with only 2 wins all time versus the Cats, and they'll leave with only 2 wins all time. As we take the break, we tell you once again the final. Sweetwater 22, Oneida 19.
respect, compassion, integrity, commitment, community. Those are a few of the principles that guide Mountain People's Health Councils in everything we do. We respect our patients and their need for quality health care. We have compassion on those that are sick and hurting and need help. We are committed to do everything we can to help those in need. And we're focused on providing our friends, family, and neighbors with the very best health care available.
Since 1908, Rogers Group Incorporated has been building more than roads and bridges. We've been building communities. Rogers Group is trusted to deliver the stone, asphalt, concrete, and construction services that keep America moving forward. With over 85 quarries, 55 asphalt plants, 5 concrete plants, and nearly 3,000 dedicated team members across 12 states, we're proud to turn raw stone into the foundation of homes, schools, hospitals, and highways.
Welcome to the Danny King Lumber Post Game. Danny King Lumber, offering retail and wholesale lumber. Phone 423-569-1430. Danny King Lumber.
Your final from Sweetwater tonight is the Wildcats 22, Oneida 19. Gentlemen, going into that fourth quarter, everything looked great. Then the wheels, the tires, and everything else came off.
Well, it's tough whenever you turn the football over down there inside your own territory, inside your own 20, inside your own 10.
Yeah, first time was on the 10 where they got their where they got the scoop and score.
Yeah.
The next time it was right around the 20, 25-yard line. So, I mean, you're talking right there in the red zone both times.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
It's tough. It's 12-0
You gave them
lead.
momentum. I mean, you had stifled them all night. Now, they had a nice scoring drive to put their first points on the board, but then you just heap on the momentum train to them by turning it over two straight offensive plays in a row. And it's tough because I think it was the two senior running backs that put it on the ground. So they're going to beat themselves up.
And, it's just tough. You got bad things that's happening to you there. You've got to be able to overcome that. And we just wasn't able to do that. 2 successive plays. You can see Coach May, he is upset, as he should be. We had that ball game but you have to give them a lot of credit too, because they come out in the second half, made some good adjustments offensively to where they could move the football.
They did, and what I saw is that they started spreading us out. They got into 3 and 4 and 5 wide packages, and it kind of spread our defense out. Had to put our linebackers out there a little bit more to defend, and that kind of opened up their run game, which in turn opened up their short passing game, and they. Hey, take nothing from Sweetwater, because, the mistakes we made, they capitalized on them. And our defense, which was stifling for 3 quarters, put them in bad positions with short fields, but still, this is one of those games you're going to kick yourself for. It's not a region game. Leaves a bad taste in your mouth, but you got to spit it out or swallow or something and move on to next week, right? You don't like it, but you got to kind of take it.
All right, we're going to take a break here on the Danny King Lumber post-game report. When we come back, we're going to take a look at our play of the game right here on the IH Sports Network.
When you need physical therapy, don't just think of sports injuries and post-operative care. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we treat patients in all stages of life and with a wide variety of symptoms. From vertigo and headaches to hip pain and plantar fasciitis. The next time you need physical therapy, think South Fork Physical Therapy. From head to toe, we are here to help you.
Danny's Drugs has been dedicated to providing patients with quality healthcare services since 1966. From our beginnings as a fountain drugstore to our current location on the 4 lane in Oneida, one thing has remained the same: exceptional service. Our staff of highly motivated and carefully trained professionals understand your needs and respond to them in a personal and friendly manner. Our staff works together as a team to provide the finest patient care available. That's Danny's Drugs, putting patients first since 1966.
Relive the moments that made history, on the field, in the gym, and across our community. From thrilling game-winning plays to unforgettable graduations, SFN has over 1,600 videos ready to watch anytime. Join sfn.tv for just $4.99 a month and unlock decades of local memories. Want to own a piece of history? Visit sfn.tv for digital downloads and DVDs of your favorite events. Subscribe or shop today at sfn.tv, your home for local sports and community memories.
Since 1908, Rogers Group Incorporated has been building more than roads and bridges. We've been building communities. Rogers Group is trusted to deliver the stone, asphalt, concrete, and construction services that keep America moving forward. With over 85 quarries, 55 asphalt plants, 5 concrete plants, and nearly 3,000 dedicated team members across 12 states, we're proud to turn raw stone into the foundation of homes, schools, hospitals, and highways.
One thing I love about UCB is that they don't automatically default to no. I think a lot of people think that they shouldn't even come in and talk to us if they're not in the best financial situation that they've ever been in. And that's just simply not the case. I had a customer just yesterday who came in needing home repairs, thought, this is probably going to be a no because I don't have the best score right now, but we were able to consider every factor and get some additional documentation, and we were able to get the loan approved.
If you're a DIYer, Lumber King is your supplier. Equipment and tools, we got it. Paint and cleaning supplies, we got it. Rugged apparel and lawn care, we got that too. Visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee to make all your DIY dreams come true.
Welcome back to Sweetwater, and right now, Bo, you're going to get us caught up on our final game stats.
Yeah, final statistics. Let's first take a look at Sweetwater. They finished the night with 12 first downs, 26 carries for 31 yards, 11 of 13 through the air for 87 yards. Sweetwater held to just 118 yards of offense in this game on 39 plays. Led on the ground by Lance Miser. He had 10 carries for 37 yards and a touchdown. Jeremiah Paris had 10 carries for 5 yards as well. Nolan Dacus went 11 of 13 through the air for 87 yards. Jeremiah Paris is leading target on the outside, 6 catches for 51 yards. Isaiah Stiles, 3 catches for 20. Gus Campbell had 1 for 10. Lance Miser had 1 for 6. Offensively for the Indians, 13 first downs, 29 carries for 116 yards, 14 of 20 through the air for 101 yards for a total of 49 plays, 217 yards of offense. Led on the night by Ben Gilbert, 11 carries for 97 yards and a touchdown. Maddox Hutcherson had 9 carries for 16. Cole Meredith had 4 carries for 7. Brock Ryan went 14 of 20 through the air for 101 yards and a score. Grady Keaton, your leading target, with 6 catches for 41 yards. William Hill had 5 catches for 34. Drayton Wade had 1 for 15 with a touchdown, and Waylon Hill had 1 for 9. Defensively on the night for Sweetwater, it was Landon Murphy leading the way. 13 total tackles on the night, including a tackle for loss, a forced fumble, and a pass breakup. Logan Whaley followed with 9 total tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and Bryson Bono had 6 total tackles with a fumble recovery. That was the key to the game tonight, was the fumble recoveries for Sweetwater. One of those was by Bryson Bono for 10 yards and a score. The other one was by Number 5, Jeremiah Paris, who was able to get them the possession there to put the game away with a final touchdown as well. For the Indians defensively tonight, Ben Gilbert leading the way with 9 total tackles. Waylon Hill, Jesse Zachary both with 7 total tackles. Jesse had a sack as well. Ben had 1 tackle for loss. Waylon had a tackle for loss. Jesse had a tackle and a half for loss. Also, William Hill, A.J. Harper, Grady Keaton, Maddox Hutcherson, all with 4 total tackles on the night. The Indians with 2 sacks. Total on the evening, 7.5 tackles for loss, a fumble recovery, a pass breakup. The fumble recovery coming from A.J. Harper, the forced fumble for the Indians by Waylon Hill. But again, it was the final quarter, and it was turnovers that ended up plaguing the Indians late in the fourth.
All right, thank you both for that. Now it's time for our superlatives tonight. First thing we're going to look at is our Scott Morgan Farmers Co-op Play of the Game. Scott Morgan Farmers Co-op is located at 17451 Alberta Street in Oneida.
And here's that play of the game. We talked about it. Ben Gilbert with a pinning coffin corner punt right there, heading right towards the pylon, but Grady Keaton runs it down and pins Sweetwater on their own one. That forced a safety, and then the Indians scoring immediately right after that to make it 12-0. But unfortunately, it was not enough for Oneida to hold on in this one for the victory.
And as our Scott Morgan Farmers Co-op Play of the Game. That's going to bring us to our lineman of the game, presented by Trophy Masters, your swag supplier for over 35 years.
Trophy Masters lineman of the game this evening. I'm going to Reese Lamb. I think Reese had a phenomenal night, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, Reese finished the night with 3 tackles and a half tackle for loss on the evening. Reese Lamb, your Trophy Masters lineman of the game.
Now it's time for our First National Bank Player of the Game. First National Bank is banking that last.
First National Bank Player of the Game, we're going out to old number 1, Grady Keaton on the night. Nice night for Grady overall. He had 6 catches for 41 yards. He had 88 kickoff return yards, that long one of 52. Pinned the man deep on the punt coverage as well. Also finished the night, Grady did, with 4 total tackles and a tackle for loss. Nice overall night for Grady Keaton, your First National Bank Player of the Game.
All right, thank you for that.
Mark's gloating back here. He got his pick.
We're going to take a short break, come back, and have your Town of Oneida Fan of the Game right after this on the Danny King Lumber post-game report.
A local bank puts its customers first.
A local bank is committed to giving back and being a community partner.
A local bank is with you every step of the way and celebrates your success.
A local bank is a familiar face that treats you like family.
A local bank is big enough to serve you and small enough to know you by name.
For 120 years, First National Bank has been Scott County's local bank. First National Bank, your family, your future, your bank.
And welcome back to Sweetwater. Bo, you got our Town of Oneida Fan of the Game?
Yeah, Lucas, if you don't mind, zoom in right there where Coach May is. His granddaughter right there.
That's to the left, right there, Lucas. There you go.
There you go. The checker pants. There we go. That's Coach May's granddaughter. Going to give her the Fan of the Game tonight, presented by the Town of Oneida. There's no doubt about it. She was out there hollering and hooping for Oneida all night long.
Yeah, she's got attitude, too.
Yeah, she does. That's your Town of Oneida Fan of the Game by the Oneida Mayor, Lori Phillips Jones.
All right. We got Coach May on his way up here, so we're going to take a quick break and be back to talk with Coach May right after this.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
The superior technology of fiber optics carries a communication signal that is more robust and reliable than older technologies. Connecting homes and businesses directly to fiber optic networks enables enormous improvements in what bandwidth devices are capable of delivering. Experience Highland Communications' world-class broadband, delivered over Highland Telephone Cooperative's fiber optic network to make your online experience extraordinary. Highland Telephone and Highland Communications. World-class connections with a local, hometown touch.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday, or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Welcome back to Sweetwater. The Oneida Indians fall to the Sweetwater Wildcats here tonight, finals 22-19. It was a 3-0 game headed into the fourth quarter, and a lot of things occurred in that fourth. Most misfortunately for the Indians was a couple of turnovers. Coach Jimmy May joins us now. And, Coach, this is a tough one. Felt like Oneida was in control most of the night, and then the fourth quarter just went sideways.
Yeah, we were actually up 12-0 going in the fourth quarter. And we went down, drove down the field, scored, and we fumbled the first play. And they picked it up and ran for a touchdown, and all of a sudden they're ahead. Then we fumbled again. And we had a couple fumbles. We had some mistakes, but we had plenty of chances in the first half. We should have had, I thought, a couple more touchdowns. We had a field goal down there at the ball to 10 and couldn't punch it in. Then I think, we had a drive, and the penalties killed us. I mean, we're driving in the third quarter. I think we had the ball the whole third quarter except for maybe 30 seconds.
30 seconds, yeah.
Ended up getting 9 points. We didn't score, but we punted them, and Ben made a great punt inside in the one and got a safety. Then we scored after that. So we got a 9-point swing right there. And then we just couldn't, we couldn't get a stop when we needed it. And this is the penalty. It's 1st and 30 one time, and I have to go back and look at the film and see what's going on. But it's hard to overcome 1st and 30. And I thought we ended up getting 9 points out of it anyway. But we played hard. I mean, the kids played their tails off. We played a very difficult schedule. I mean, every team's going to be in the playoffs except for one. They're all probably going to have winning records or at 500, winning or except maybe one. But, we fought and everything's come easy for us, and I'm just proud of that. And I think hopefully it'll be beneficial down the road in the playoffs.
And, I mean, responding to adversity, you respond to adversity with a good drive. Down 10, it would have been easy to say, oh, this isn't going to happen. But the Indians put together a good drive to give yourselves a shot. And just Sweetwater was able to get the clock out for the rest of that. The choice was to kick an onside kick, but it doesn't matter if you kick onside or deep. You got to get the stop either way, right?
And, we tried to sneak it in there and almost had him kick it deep over their head. But if it takes one more little high bounce, it bounces over his head. Maybe we get it. I mean, you got to take a chance. We got a penalty in there at the end. I think it got him a first down. Let's run the clock run out. But we battled and battled. It's just like the fourth quarter was a different game a little bit at some point for some reason. But we fought. We were getting. I can see us getting better. We got in our our no huddle or NASCAR system, getting down the field pretty quick, doing a good job. And moving the ball, being physical, and I mean they're a good team now. So either way, it was up and back and forth. And, we hung in there, and we just got to learn to finish a little bit better. But, we'll be fine. We'll keep battling.
all games are important, and this one was one you were trying to set a tone with. But really, the most important thing is next week and the week following that, because those are region games. We had a Polk County we had a Polk County
23-13 final. Polk just beat Eagleton.
So Polk County comes in off of a big win against Eagleton, and they'll be here or be at Oneida Friday night for senior night.
Yeah, we've been talking about this, and when we get down those last two games, it's, I said, I tell them, you want the plaque, you want that plaque, and we got to get them. Let's get on the roll here. We've got to win at Oliver Springs. We took a week off, which we sorely needed to heal up and recover, and you could tell the difference in us after we practiced a little bit that week, and I gave them a few days off, and then we came back and hit it this week. But it's another physical game. Every game we have is down to the wire or close. So, I guess Polk County, maybe was that their first region game they played?
That was their first region game, yes, sir.
So, yes, Eagleton's lost one now.
Yep, they're 1-1.
And we're 1-0, and they're 1-0, so I guess we're tied. We're still tied there in the lead, and, you got to beat them. It's at home, it's senior night, and I told those seniors, we don't want this to be our last time on the field, so we need to get this one so assure ourselves of a home playoff game first. And then we want to try to win the region, and then we want to, see how far we can advance. But, they've worked their tails off, and I'm proud of them. They're disappointed. They're heartbroken, and that means they care. I'm heartbroken for them. And sometimes things don't go your way, and you got to keep battling, and life's never going to be easy, so. But we fought, we'll keep battling, and we'll be better next week. We'll have to beat, Polk County. I don't really know a lot about them. I mean, I've not really seen them as much as some of the other teams through the film trade. But we'll get on them, and we'll try to get that win Friday night.
Any injuries tonight that have developed?
Yeah, there was a couple of kids that got banged up during the game. They came out, went back in. One didn't. Jaden Kidd got banged up on the kickoff, and we didn't put him back in any on special teams. And other than that, I haven't heard. I'm sure somebody will tell me something here, and they'll probably figure it out when they get back. When they sit on the bus for 2 hours, and they'll be sore, and we'll try to. I don't think anything is pressing at the moment, but we'll see. We'll have to take it easy and get their bodies back in shape for this week and do our regular week. Hopefully, we're supposed to have a Pickett County JV game Monday, but we'll see if that gets to, if they get to come and try to get those guys to play some. And but our focus now has got to be on Polk County. It's strange because we only had 3 region games. We've only played 1. Right. And we played 7 non-region games, and now we got the last 2. And usually you have more in that stretch, but now we've got to turn it back up a notch because we've played them the last 3 years. They kind of know each other, and Derek does a good job down there, and they'll be ready to go. They got a big win tonight, and they'll be ready to roll next week, and we'll have to be ready for it.
Last question, is there any particular thing tonight that you see that has to be shored up to face Polk County and be successful? The top thing.
I mean, we did better in certain areas. Certain things we weren't doing well in the first half when we were running our off play. We have a duo play in there, and we fixed it. And we did better in the second half, and just got we'll keep working. And we have gotten better at some things. We're a little better in different areas. We try to concentrate on just little things of pass protection and ball security, and getting our routes, getting our reads at DBs and linebackers, just little things like that. You got to keep on every week, and we'll come back ready to go because they have this team has, they've been shown to. We'll have a loss, and we'll come back against somebody the next week, and we'll play really good, and then we had a loss, and we came back good against Oliver Springs, finished it, but I think it was just little things tonight. I mean, not, it's just nobody wanted it to happen. They're just bad places to happen on our end of the field. And there's some things that, we'll have to tweak. And, the kids they're hurt about it, and they disappointed. But we still love them. We're still a team. It's all on us. It's all us together. And, a few years ago we were 6-4 and made a pretty good run. And, our schedule, I don't know what the records are, but it's been pretty challenging for us, and hopefully that's going to pay off, and we can get to play Polk County next week because they'll be physical. I mean, that's what they're going to do, and we'll have to be able to match it.
All right, Coach, we'll let you go, and we'll just say that we need bunch of people for that final final regular season home game next week. Hopefully there's more home games to come, but good crowd tonight, and we expect a good one next week.
We had a great crowd. I think we had probably as many people as they did, and I'm thankful for them coming, and I need everybody there next week. And for these seniors, the last time and on the field is the regular season, and we'll try to get them some more, and we'll just keep working and keep going, and we'll play as long as we can, and we'll be ready to go.
All right, Coach, thank you. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll wrap things up from Sweetwater.
Respect, compassion, integrity, commitment, community. Those are a few of the principles that guide Mountain People's Health Councils in everything we do. We respect our patients and their need for quality health care. We have compassion on those that are sick and hurting and need help. We are committed to do everything we can to help those in need. And we're focused on providing our friends, family, and neighbors with the very best health care available.
Home-style cooking with friendly service in a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razax. Razax offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razax has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. Razax. Country cooking and great steaks.
Welcome back to the Danny King Lumber post-game report. Once again, let's remind everybody, Danny King Lumber, great people, great prices. Give them a call at 569-1430. Also want to thank Rogers Group, building communities from ground up, as they sponsor our banner. And we want to take this chance to talk to Bo and talk about our Hillwood Foods out-of-town scoreboard. Once again, 12-pack Pepsi can products, 2 for $12, and chicken tenders $3.99 a pound.
Some finals from the area already in the books tonight. Happy Valley, big win tonight over West Green, 52-0. Cloudland gets the win over North Green. What a battle that one was, 58-51. The final in that one. It was a high school basketball game over at North Green. Cosby shuts out Sunbright tonight, 30-0. Also, Carter all over Austin East in the fourth quarter, 34-0. Anderson County finally blows it open against Union County. At the half, it was 65-14 in that one. Also, Bearden dropping to 0-7 on the year. Cleveland getting their first win, 28-10 in that one. Alcoa stays unbeaten with a 47-0 win over Heritage. Maryville goes to 7-1 with a 42-10 win over Science Hill. Tellico Plains falls tonight at McMinn Central, 35-21. We talked about it earlier. Eagleton falls tonight at Polk County, 23-13. And at last check, with 9 minutes to go, Scott High trailing Meigs 23-17 in that one.
That's with 7 minutes to go now.
7 minutes to go, okay. Coalfield 55-0 victorious tonight over Wartburg. Bledsoe County and Grundy County, that was a battle at the half. It was 21-20 at the half on the last update in that one.
All right, final thoughts. Bo, you go ahead, and you're rolling. You roll on.
Got to shore up turnovers. We can't put the ball on the ground. We don't put the ball on the ground twice right there, we win that ball game.
Yeah, if only it was a three-quarter game, right? I mean, you had it all rolling your way, and I don't know, but you got to tip your cap to Sweetwater. I mean, they made the plays, and then they finished. They did what we did 2 weeks ago at Oliver Springs. We made the plays and to finish the game, and man, it's a tough one. Luckily, it's not region. You got to do what you've done all year long, which is flush it and go get a win next week in a region game that really matters. I mean, they all matter, but these last couple, they're tremendous in what it's setting you up for looking down the road and postseason.
The events of tonight, next week, is basically you win at least a share of the region championship with victory, correct?
I believe that would be correct. Well,
I mean, it'd be down to tiebreakers. Probably. Yeah, I mean.
But yeah,
So that's big next week.
Forget about tiebreakers. Go get a win. You
Agreed.
know, that's where you settle it. Take care of your
You
business.
got 2 left, and
Take
they're
care
both
of your business.
They're both region games.
You have everything in front of you if you're this football team.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's a heartbreaker right there that you just lost. Had it in the bag, but that's why they play 4
It was
quarters.
in the bag, but it wasn't dead.
Yeah, that's right.
It snuck
That's
out
right.
of there.
You kicked it 3 or 4 times, and it wasn't getting back up, and it got back up and bit you. So that's just how it goes sometimes, guys. They played hard. We was a little bit offensively challenged at times there. We moved the football, but we just couldn't get over ourselves there in the 4th quarter. We just kept making mistakes, and you can't do that in a game like this and give anybody, because they was done. They was done right there, you know, and we gave them a little life, breathed a little life back into them, and they come back out, and my hat is off to the Sweetwater Wildcats. What a game they played, but I'm awful proud of these Oneida Indians too.
Yeah.
All right, big game set up for next week. Polk County with the win. Somebody's going to be 2-0 in the region following the conclusion of next week's game. It's senior night. It's at Jim May Stadium, Dr. M.E. Thompson Field. It's what you want. It's what you've been looking for all season long. You get rid of this one and get ready for that one. If you're disappointed in this, play off of that hurt and pick up a big W next week. That would be the biggest win of the season if you can get it. Polk County, good team coming to town. We look forward to bringing that one to you 1 week from tonight. It will be senior night and the final home game of the regular season for 2025. So game 9 coming up ahead. Game 8 went well for a while, but Sweetwater came up with the plays and the answers and the win here tonight. We will take a break and end this one as we want to thank everybody involved. Lucas Laxton for his pictures that he brought you tonight. Great job by Lucas. Bo with the statistics. Again, we want to thank Ben Garrett and Greg Bond for everything that they do. John Strunk, Mark Matthews, Kevin Akers with the production setup, Johnny Markham for the backup. We appreciate him as well. This is Tim Smith saying thanks for joining us. Sweetwater gets the win. Final tonight, Sweetwater 22, Oneida 19. You've been listening to and watching Oneida football on the IH Sports Network.